Smoke weed every day. Keeping it on lockdown.
Good burp.
Is in the building.
That was me, Robin. Sorry.
Oh, good burp.
Welcome to my hood. There ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' pop a couple apps. I ain't talking about 4 pies from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystalline. Turning nothing into something when we out the minds. Vandalizing lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots at this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah.
Hi, Jelly. Hi, Six.
Welcome to my hood. There ain't nothing normal.
Hi, Robin.
You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. Yeah. You just gotta die, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. Yeah. If you really try to rise, step into the yeah, I gotta hold on to this feeling. I be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood, showing what's really good. The feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood.
So my camera, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
No,
I'm probably gonna have to restart. You guys will be fine, but I'm gonna have to restart my computer because it's not reading it was reading my camera, but then it kicked my camera out for some reason.
Oh,
okay, we'll be here.
Yeah, that's good for you. I'll be right back.
Smart.
I missed you already.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad he's gone. Now we can love him.
Hi, Jilly. Hi,
Hi.
sweetheart. Pretty lady.
Jilly. Six.
Robin.
Brad Gray is in the chat. I'm not typing in the chat because that's multitasking and I can't do that anymore.
I am a multitasker.
I used to be.
I found another stupid joke, Robin.
Okay.
I keep finding them. I wake Robin up in the middle of the night to tell her stupid jokes.
She does.
Okay, you've heard of Achilles,
Yep.
as in Achilles' heel.
Yeah.
You know that his weak spot is his heel. Well, he has this. You ever heard of Bophides?
Bophides?
Yeah, Greek. There was Greek, Achilles, and there's Bophides.
I see this coming. What is it?
You know what Bophides' weak spot is?
2 feet?
No, you got Achilles' heel, and there's Bophides' nuts.
Oh, you're gonna have to tell that again when Jiggy's back.
Oh,
no, God.
He's probably the one who invented that joke.
He probably is. He didn't do the D's nuts thing.
Yeah.
He's been mixing it up a lot lately. You never know what to depend on anymore. Jesus Christ.
Well, he had to cut himself, in mid-stroke because of his little technical issue. So I don't think he was quite done with his intro, to be honest.
His issue. Oh, don't say that. Else he'll continue on with it. Shh.
We're gonna have to hear it all over again.
Dark zebra. Everybody, dark zebra.
A code word for
means everybody just act dead, play dead in the water.
Yeah.
Nobody said nothing, didn't hear nothing, just smile and wave.
Yeah. You don't see anything.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Okay. Boy, his computer's slow.
Well,
Did
he said
Julie-
he's had an old computer. Like he has a Mac that he's had forever. So
The boy,
Julie-
computers and laptops. Sorry, computers
ahead,
and
you go.
laptops used to last for years. My last laptop before this lasted 2 years. I could not believe it. So, and my one before that lasted 9 years. I had my damn laptop for 9 fucking years before it died. And so I'm hoping the one I'm using now has a little longer shelf life. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What 6? I probably made you
Oh,
forget.
I
what
was
you were
gonna
say.
bug Jill, see if she heard the Jesus joke.
sorry, I am not at home, and I'm playing around with the lights because it was like way too fucking bright. But
I
anyways,
feel you.
Nice
so there
lamp.
might, well,
In
there
the
might
background
be
behind
a
you.
special guest joining. Just one of my friends who I am away with right now. When she comes, she might. I don't know what time she's gonna be back,
Cool.
but
Okay.
so you might see another face.
Well,
exciting.
we'll make her a star. This will be her launch moment into the universe.
Oh, don't worry, she's already her own star. If you follow any of my Facebook pages that I have, you've seen her on there. We've done Facebook Lives together.
Oh, I only know of one Facebook thing you do, I think. Wait, do I? Am I on your Facebook?
I don't think we're friends on Facebook, Robin. So probably
can't-
not.
I can't remember.
But anyways, just fill in dead air until he's
Yeah.
back. Just
Okay.
I had reached out to him earlier just to say just to make sure it was all right, out of respect,
Yeah,
to have someone like just come crashing in. But she's out at an event because we're going to the Witches Ball tomorrow night.
That
Oh,
is
how cool
so
is that?
Okay, maybe I saw that on Twitter that you said you were going to do that. How fun!
Yeah.
I've seen what they do in like Germany and stuff, where they'll do the dance and stuff. Or am I thinking of something else? They all dress like witches and they do a neat little dance with their broomsticks, and it's kind of it's sort of like haka for witches or something.
Very ceremonial. My daughter and her husband went to here in LA, a Jack's something. It's a Jack Skellington themed Nightmare Before Christmas
Before
theme.
Christmas.
Yeah, but it's called something funny about Jack. But it's and she had 60 pictures. I mean, she took I said, take pictures for your mom. So she posted 60 some pictures of their evening. And then Halloween, I think they're going to another big old Halloween thing where it's like a pop-up. And there are like secret rooms, and you have to crawl through like a fireplace to get to a room, and then through a
Too much work.
closet. Oh, they have a blast. They're still kids at heart, even though they're middle-aged. But yeah, I'm getting vicarious shit from their adventures.
Could you imagine crawling through a fireplace and on the other side is Mary Poppins? Chim chimmery, chim chimney, chim chim.
Oh,
my
singing to you.
Johnny,
Hey, you guys! Oh,
Wrestling.
you guys are watching
look at
wrestling.
that. You guys
John
actually
got a
are
big
wrestling
key.
together. That's awesome.
Whoa.
I
What's going
want
on?
one.
What do you all like the Wonder Twins now and shit?
They are.
My friend Anthony.
I'm
Yeah,
so
so
glad you
if my
guys
just
actually
real quick,
did it.
if my camera goes out again, it just means I have to replace the cord, which I have a bunch of them.
Well, we're gonna go. We can't hear anything. It's
All
too
right,
noisy in here.
You guys have a good time, okay?
Bye.
Have
Alright.
one for me.
Have a
Cheers.
good time, you
Smoke some
guys.
weed.
Show off.
That's awesome. They've been trying to do that for like weeks, so I'm glad they did.
That's so cool.
Lee over there in the chat, shut up.
Well, damn. Yeah, hi, Robin. Like, how the fuck are you? Like, the fuck? That's right, you all. It is Halloween weekend, and the spookiness shall begin.
scared me. I thought one of my victims escaped.
Hi, Jolly. Hi, Dex.
Dang, haven't heard that in a long time.
I know, boy, this is very thematic.
It's Halloween. What do you expect?
It's Halloween.
It's time to go trick or treating.
I haven't even used this board in a while either.
It's good.
As we approach Halloween and we prepare for a night of spookiness, as we dress up and become our other selves and traverse the world under the moonlight in search of goodies in strange places from strange faces. What will you encounter this weekend? Be aware. Be very aware.
Boo! A lot of boo shit. That's what I'll encounter.
I will find you.
I'm watching you.
I'm hiding.
You motherfuckers scared yet?
Or a little kid's voices scared the fuck out of me.
Me too.
That is some evil
Little
shit.
kids scare you, Robin? Damn.
With voices like that.
Get you.
Oh.
What up, bro?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, Rogue.
It's a good
How
thing
we
I didn't
doing?
take the wife beater bet tonight. I would have lost.
Yeah, it's cold, man. It's cold in my room. I got the windows open.
Wait. It's cold, but you got the windows open?
Hell yeah, man. I love this shit. It's my favorite weather.
Yeah, that's some project shit. You know what I'm talking.
Yeah, you know what it is. I'm gonna sleep like this too with the hoodie up. You know it.
Yo, the heat be up to like 90. Motherfuckers have the windows open and it be fucking 2 degrees outside.
Hey, that's how I was sleeping for 2 days with no friggin' power.
They call that
Dang.
project heat.
You know I'm about to go open the stove too when it gets cold, right?
I've
Heat
done
some
that.
fucking wood up in the microwave so the steam will in. Some shit.
I blew out my stove or my oven trying to heat the room because my heater pilot went out. If you turn on your oven and open the door, it will fucking burn out the element, and then you will not have an oven anymore. I broke my oven.
You know you broke when you boil water to create heat from steam. I'm just saying.
That's pretty broke. Yeah.
Been there, done that. That's all I'm saying. All these motherfuckers be crying broke. You ain't broke until you gotta do some desperate shit like that for heat.
I had to use my stove for heat once.
No, I'm not even talking about this stove. I'm talking about literally boiling water so you create heat and steam that rises and heats up shit. Not even opening the stove, because she's right. The more you open up the stove, you'll fuck your stove up.
If you leave the door open, you're gonna burn that shit out. Yep.
Well, luckily I did not, but that was a long time ago.
You can always heat up some bricks. Bring them to bed with you. It's
Shit,
true.
is that trick that they do with the
Put 'em at your
bricks
feet.
and you use a ceramic what do you call it? A ceramic pot, like a planting pot, like a smaller one. And
Yeah,
you
a
put the
terracotta.
tea lights inside of them. Yeah, you put the tea lights inside of them, and it creates heat for some reason. There's
Yeah,
It really does. It radiates, and then heat comes out the little hole, the drainage hole.
heats up that terracotta pot. And the terracotta pot holds the heat.
Robin, are
Spreads
you
it around.
watching Rogue?
Oh, he's packing his cigarettes.
That's Robin's porn for the weekend.
The old Navy/prison trick.
Pay
What up,
attention,
Lee?
Robin.
What's up, Jolly? What's up, out of mine? What up, Lee?
I've
They
neither
burn
been.
slower when you do that.
I've never been in the Navy, Rob.
Yo,
Okay.
GS, if we do this thing next week and you sliding through, you gotta let me know, homie. You know what I mean?
I've been in the Navy.
Do you pack your cigarettes?
I used to.
See?
It makes them burn slower.
Did you pack a sidearm?
Well, you can light them in the wind too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Wait, so you went through basic training like everybody else, right?
Yes, I did.
So your weapons qualified and everything?
Yeah, I was one bullet away from my sharpshooters right in boot camp.
Wow.
Or
Dang.
basically- Yeah, they told me to come back and get it, and I never did. Come back and try for your sharpshooters. I'm like, nah, never. I ran out of time. I was an EPO too in boot camp, so that's an
What's that?
educational petty officer.
Oh.
Six drops. It's funny as shit. So I have a friend who lives in Maine. His father, who actually, rest in peace, he passed away this year, but he was in the Navy. He lost both of his legs in the war. Damn. And when he came back, he considers it, but they have land up in Maine. Long story short. So him and his son, who's a friend of mine, we were bouncers together, and he actually died, all kinds of crazy shit. So we have like a kind of a kindred spirit. But they have a sniper range on their property. So I went up there a few years ago, and he challenged me to a shoot off on his own range, on his home range. I was like, no problem. Whatever you want to shoot, whatever you want to do, I got no problem with it. So we're shooting, and I adjusted. He couldn't understand how I adjusted my shot because the gun wasn't aligned right, and his father knew this. He purposely didn't align it purposely because he wanted to see how much I knew how to shoot. So as I'm shooting it, I missed the first two, but I adjusted and hit the third one.
You learned.
No, I didn't learn. I know how to shoot. There's a difference. If the gun is aligned properly, it's not a learning thing. It's understanding how to lead that. Like if it's almost like you're leading if someone is running. You learn how to fucking lead that rifle so that you're hitting a moving target. So it's almost the same aspect when you're shooting and you're just adjusting the gun the same way. So the travel of the bullet, you know where it's going to go.
You gotta exactly. If you don't lead them, don't hit them.
Exactly. So I fucking hold on. The father says, "Do you want me to adjust the rifle?" I was like, "No, I'm good." Yeah. And then after that, I didn't miss. And I beat him on his home sniper range. His father's like, nobody's ever beat him. He was so fucking mad. He had to give me a Bible. It was a Bible full of marijuana shit. It was like marijuana barbecue sauce, cook everything you could fucking think of in this Bible. And he was so mad because he never had to give it to anybody. And to this day, he still talks about that shit. I'm a pretty good shot.
You've got them little notches along the gun. You got to line them little notches up.
I'm like, dude, you have a sniper fucking range in your home, and you didn't even know how to adjust a fight. And your father clearly knows it. He just for some reason doesn't want to teach you because you're too stupid to learn. I was just ragging him the whole time. He hated that shit.
That's like losing a pool on your home table. You know what I mean?
I play pool not as much anymore. I haven't played as much because of my stomach. But before that, my friend has a pool room. And Rogue, when I tell you, basketball, football, any sport that I've kind of played, not that I'm the best person ever, I've never had my ass. I never had my ass whooped.
I can always hold my own. Yeah, I feel you.
Rogue, I never got beat so bad in anything but pool. I was playing one of my boys, and we're playing. I turn around to go hit the blunt. I hit the blunt a couple of times, and I turn back around, and he's racking the fucking balls. I'm like, what, did you scratch? He's like, no, I just ran the table. I was like, no. I was like, dude, I'm going to learn how to play pool that I can at least beat you one time. And all the guys in it, these guys play in leagues and stuff. They go to Vegas when they win and shit. I've been able to beat them every now and then. It's not consistent. Like I can't consistently go up there and beat them all day, but I can beat them when I need to. I'm like, fuck that. You're not going to whoop my ass like that and me not learn how to beat you at that. Fuck that. That was embarrassing as shit.
Rose to the challenge.
Yeah, you have to.
That's what makes you better. When you go and play with people that are really good, you automatically have to. You got to step your game up.
You got to save face,
I practice because me and my ex years ago, like we used to go on Mondays and we would shoot pool, and I always lost. And I was determined that first time I beat him legitimately, I was like victory lap dance. I was like, I won.
In the face.
I haven't played pool in ages. Cool K.
Hi, everyone.
Wait, what does it say? Cool K, the evil what?
Canadian.
Oh, the evil Canadian.
Isn't that like a, what do you call that?
Right.
Oxymoron?
Oh, man.
Oh.
Hey, well, that's cool,
Damn.
What's wrong with being lovable, Hey,
no, I mean, the evil Canadian. There's no such thing as an evil Canadian.
They're all evil.
Hey, JiGGY.
Canada is the most evil place on the planet. That's the problem. See, Rogue, think about it. See, as an American, right? When you just thought about Canadians, you're like, oh, Canadians are so nice. They're like the coolest people in the world. That's the perception they want you to have.
That's right.
It's bullshit. That's what they do. The enemy, the bad guys, they smile a lot. Yes, absolutely. Just follow me into this room, please. Just follow me over here, please. Please eat this. Please drink
come
this.
with me.
Yes. No, just put on that blue. Don't worry about it. Trust me.
I've never met an ill-mannered Canadian. Never, ever, ever. They have way better manners than we do.
Have you been to Canada? Have
We
you
are
been
very
to Canada?
polite. We are it's inbred in us to be very
Have you
polite.
been to Canada, Robin?
No, but I know Canadians.
No.
I'll tell you what, though.
Say
I've been to
no.
Montreal, and they were especially the really Frenchy ones. They were really snobby motherfuckers. I didn't like them at all.
Yo, Rogue, when I tell you it's the only place that I've been that I did not vibe with, I'm telling you, there's something wrong in Canada. Every time I went to Canada, we would drive from Boston to fucking Canada. The fucking DJ, because I was his bodyguard, he'd fucking go perform there, and then they'd be like, "You want to go to a hotel? You want to do this?" I'm like, "Nope, let's just go home." And I would literally make them drive back every fucking time. I'm like, "I am not staying here. Something about this place ain't right."
They are, unfortunately, the Quebec people are very snobby, and they think they're special because they speak French.
Yeah, parlez-vous français, French toast. What the fucking French fries?
But they want to separate. Hang on. They want to separate from Canada, but they want to still have all our benefits and shit. And no, see ya. Give us our land back then.
Sounds like Texas.
Or California wants to split up into 2 states. Isn't it stupid?
I mean, you could. It's a big ass state, but you're not going to benefit from that at this point. That's all political shit. Once you start doing that's that redlining shit and everything that they fucking do.
Oh, I know. And then there's the issue of water rights. You know, California is a desert. We have water that we're not supposed to have because we have shit piped in from the Colorado River. We're not supposed to have water. It's not natural.
Boy, isn't there water close or in California that's actually piped out by like Nestle or some shit or whatever?
They do the bottling.
Yeah, but they do it in California, don't they?
They don't pipe it out. We suck up everybody else's here.
I don't understand. They know how to create rain. They absolutely know how to do it. They can seed clouds and make rain, but they've never done it in a productive way. I don't understand.
You should see the LA River after a rain. It's like tidal wave, ocean flow. You know, they don't do anything with that wasted rainwater. It just goes right out into the ocean. That's
crazy.
Are you allowed to collect rainwater in California? Because I know some states, and cities,
in some places, you are not allowed. They will come and dump out your collection.
You gotta be
ridiculous. Yeah. Coming from the sky.
Yeah, free water. Yeah, many places, not in LA, but there are some places. Yeah, it's against the rules.
Wow, that's crazy. It's literally coming free out of the sky. You had to catch it with something.
Don't stand out there with your mouth open. They'll come and slap it out your mouth.
With your mouth open.
What the fuck?
Take the moisture from your lips.
I was thirsty. I haven't drank. What the in the middle of the desert and shit. And you're like, where the fuck did rain even come from? That's why people die in the desert. The people when it does every now and then when they can find water, they probably come and smack it out of their fucking mouths and shit. They die.
Could you see an extra lazy cop like trying to beat the system, hanging out of a Starbucks on an extra rainy day, and everybody's walking out? Just give them a ticket because they're collecting rainwater.
Those cups are collecting rainwater. Like, no,
exactly.
There's coffee in it, motherfucker. You think they went and spent $7 on a cup? Fuck no. Starbucks ain't giving you no cup free. Fuck that. You should have said Dunkin's, or I don't know what's by you, but you should have said some cheap coffee at least, not Starbucks. You go to Starbucks, you gonna maybe afterwards, but then you gonna have coffee water and shit because it's gonna be the remnants of the coffee in the cup.
That's almost a good joke to play on somebody dressed up as a cop.
Sir, you have open containers on your picnic table, and they're collecting rainwater.
It is raining.
I'm gonna have to find you, buddy. Your kid's sand bucket, okay? The sand bucket is collecting water. You're gonna get a fine flag.
That's ridiculous.
The kiddie swimming pool you left in the backyard by accident, you know.
Your empty pond collected water, sir. You're gonna have to get a ticket for that. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, your bird bath collects some water. Like, we're gonna have to dump it. Like,
busted.
It's like anything productive, like even solar, like the way they fucked people when they were first started doing solar, they were fucking people hard and shit.
Yeah.
You're trying to do something productive and something that's supposed to be environmentally friendly and stuff, but there was all kinds of fucking strings and attachments to that shit.
Oh, licensing requirements, inspection
licensing, and the
but not even just that. Like there were people,
ridiculous.
Not even just that. A lot of the contracts. I know someone who actually was doing solar, so a lot of the contracts, when you sign them, you can't even do certain things to your home because those panels are there. You have to get permission to do things. They even somehow, like, you can't sell your home without their permission in certain cases. It's all kinds of crazy shit attached that doesn't even have anything to do with the money. It's more how you're legally binded to these people through your home. It's almost like they become part of your home ownership.
All I want to know is how come they're not finding the potholes for collecting rainwater.
Well, they'd make a lot of money here. Shit.
Amen,
Jesus,
brother.
I had a friggin' pond in front of my house at one point.
Yeah, the pothole. You ain't seen potholes till you come here. Like California, I'll tell you one thing that surprised me was every other place I've been in California, the roads were pristine. When I was up in Oakland, it's like, whoa, I feel like I'm home. Like, what the fuck? Like, you knew you was in the hood. That shit was like, hood. Here you go. As soon as you started hitting potholes, you're like, here's the hood.
Bad here too. They're bad here too, because it's
There are
like
places.
the weather's the same as yours, and it's from the cold and the heat and the cold and the heat. So
we get
them.
Plow, salt, dirt, sand.
Cheap materials sometimes.
Humans allow this. It's ridiculous.
They purposely use cheap materials. They do that shit so they have to fucking keep working. Come on, you have cobblestone roads underneath our fucking paved roads that are still there, that are still functional if you still could use cobblestone roads. Only reason you can't use them because cars are on those fucking things, but they're still better built and still function and still look pristine under a lot of the fucking roads that have been paved over them. It's insane that these people could build roads back then, but all of a sudden, with all the technology and all of our knowledge, we still can't build roads that last forever.
Yeah, we still got some left in the city with the cobblestone shit.
Yeah, I see it all the time. Once that fucking cheap pavement comes up around here, especially I'm gonna take some pictures at the end of the winter and I'll show you, like, there's certain streets I already know. As soon as that winter hits and after good snow and the salt and shit, you're gonna be seeing that cobblestone road. I'll take pictures of that shit. It's where it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we got one that's cobblestone. You can still see the old trolley tracks in it too.
Wow.
Hey,
well,
JJ.
Paved over history. And who else is Egbert? Hi, Egbert.
GS.
Egbert?
What?
Hey, GS.
Egbert is in the chat. Egbert.
Oh, I didn't even know you talking. What do you see? Oh, what's up, Egbert? Oh, Germany still has roads from the Nazis. Yeah, roads are built to tanks. So, yeah, exactly. They know how to build roads if they wanted to. They just don't want to do it. It's not profitable that way.
People would be out of work because they wouldn't be fixing them all.
Yeah, you got to keep them township workers working, baby.
It goes to the who gets the contracts as
well. Municipalities. Got to keep them working.
That's right.
Money exchanges hands, and there's favors that get done for that shit. So they constantly have that road work getting done. There's a lot of people involved in that shit.
Yeah, you gotta love those no big contracts.
Shit. The big dig shit here. You know what I mean? One of the companies that made money off of that, the motherfuckers became really wealthy off of that.
Oh my god.
Substantial materials. Substantial materials.
The roads plus the tracks for the streetcars. They're always fixing those. Always.
Out of Mind is telling us an eternal story about somebody being bought out for a brilliant functional invention. They're bought out and then it's buried.
Right. That's
what they do. That happens to
you have a decent invention. They give you, it's either a bullet or cash. Pick one.
Yep.
And then it's never heard from again. Yeah.
Yep.
It's national security.
Well, they just renumbered all the exits in Massachusetts again.
Good. No.
What?
Again.
What?
Again. Yes. It's actually, I think it's happening in a few states because it was a federal grant that they had to use the money, so they were like, "Fuck it, let's use the money." But we were one of the last states to do it. Absolutely, there was like us and one other state was holding out because most other states apparently already did it or did it in certain areas. Maybe not in all the areas, but they've done it. But here they just did it, and all of a sudden they slap these fucking. They don't even put the sign before you get to the exit that says this was formerly exit so and so. They put it on the actual exit, and it's small at the bottom. So as I'm like when I'm going home, no one ever remembers this fucking exit. Motherfuckers, you just see cars in the left lane like, oh shit, all the fucking way over, all the way. I saw a fucking trooper do that shit.
Whoa.
I don't know what he was doing, but all of a sudden he realized where he was going, and that cruiser was like,
well, I remember when they did it like 20 years ago. It doesn't seem that long ago that they had renumbered them one other time.
But hold on, you're missing the best part of this. They renumbered them, right? But guess what? the numbers are not still sequential. They're not in any fucking order. They lose. They lose. They still did not make it. So the numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, 10, like 30, 36.
Oh,
yeah, 7A, 7B.
And GPS will not work.
Well, it should. I mean, it should.
My Waze does.
Yeah, it does.
My Waze says
GPS picks up quick shit now. Like you have so many people on the roads that information is constantly being updated. That's how it's not like people like when Waze knows where cops are, where everything. It's not like people are stopping and taking pictures like, oh, there's a cop. Let me send it to Waze. It's because of the information. Those fucking things are the GPS are actually gathering as you're traveling down the highway, and everybody uses them, so they're taking tons of data all the time.
Yeah, like you'll see an alert that says, "Oh, police officer ahead." And then it'll say, is it still there? And you can say yes or no, because that's how they, collect the data too. And so Waze once in a while will do like, you can use a special character. So the Fraggles was, I was like, oh my God, Fraggle Rock. So I picked red. Oh, it was like cute for like, I don't know, the first time I used it, like the fifth time, I'm like, fuck, I gotta remember to at least change to a different Fraggle or something. I can't hear the same phrase. Save the roundabout. Outer space is fun. I'm like, oh my God, I keep forgetting to change the shit.
You're on Fraggle Rock?
Yeah.
I had Cookie Monster one time. Cookie Monster was fun.
No,
I'm calculating. That's right.
My AOL Messenger was Pikachu. You remember Pikachu, the Pokemon? So all night, I would leave the volume on and forget to turn off, and that's what I would hear. I'd get an AOL message like Pikachu. That shit got annoying after a while.
Mine was
just cute for like a minute.
But it was better than You've Got Mail. Like You've Got Mail. Like
that was pretty good.
What?
The little impersonation of that You Got Mail. That was pretty,
Anybody should be able to do it if you had AOL. I still have my original AOL account is what I use as my primary email to this day.
Me too.
I didn't know AOL was still doing their I'll be damned. Yeah, AOL was my first email serve. I'll be damned.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's what anybody over like a certain age, that's what most of their primary email is. Mostly.
Here it was mostly Hotmail. Hotmail was a big deal.
When I went to Gmail, I canceled my AOL, and then I said, and they said, "Do you really want to cancel it?" I said, "Yeah," and they said, "Well, we'll just suspend it, and then you can come back anytime." And I said, "No, cancel me." And then I regretted it. So a few days later, I went, "Okay, I'll get it back." Somebody'd already taken it. My bad.
Wow.
So you were paying for AOL, weren't you?
No.
Oh, okay. Because they
I
have a
was
free
at
service.
first. I was at first, and then when I wanted to quit, they said, "Well, it's free." And then I took the free stuff, and then Gmail came along, and then I thought, okay, AOL is old hat, so I quit it.
You know how many booty calls you probably
get a Gmail account to like if you got an Android and shit, you have to get a Gmail account just to make everything work right.
You do need a Gmail for some stuff.
Google product.
Yeah, my Gmail's my main account now. I still have my Hotmail one just for a backup because a lot of your stuff wants backup, like your phone wants a backup number and this wants a backup number, and just in case. So it's like, okay, you can use that other Hotmail. Yeah.
I have like 3 Gmails that like I forgot that I had created at one time. I finally got rid of them.
No,
I can never remember my password because I use my to me it boils down to I'm lazy. That's why I've kept my AOL. I'm lazy. It's just easier.
Yeah, I get you.
Are you guys ready to call Facebook Meta?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that.
That dumbass. I think he's on drugs. What
We're
the
gonna
fuck?
rename it in.
Because I was trying to tell you, I watched you when you was talking about that just the other night with Smoke King, and I was trying to tell you, and you're like, huh? Meta. Yeah, because Wendy's snap back. I don't know if you know what Wendy's is. Wendy's hamburgers, Dave Thomas, Wendy's, you got that up in? Okay, so Wendy's, they always do the snappy tweets. And Wendy says, we're changing our name too at Zuckerberg to Meat. You're just moving the A around to the other side of the T.
How funny.
They're making fun of Meta, from Facebook to Meta,
Yeah.
and they just moved the A around to the other side of the tree, and we're going too. We're going to change ours to meet.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll show that asshole. I'll call it MetaBook. Fuck him.
Well, yeah, they take metadata, so it makes sense.
I just understand how he thinks that meta is a big futuristic word.
I don't know.
That's the part I don't really grasp.
Because I think he's on
the name
drugs.
and the whole
I think he's a
thing will be
robot.
different. It's gonna be the same bullshit.
I think he's gotten dementia.
Seriously.
I don't think he's a robot. He might be a serial killer or something, though.
There's something right.
Yeah,
with that,
he's a robot. I
Well-
think he's or clone's gone bad or something.
They didn't cook him in the oven enough.
I don't know.
AI is malfunction.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this: he ain't that dumb. He ain't a dumb motherfucker at all.
He's smart, but
yeah, he's just he's just
Not
one of those
for
people that's
everything.
really
I don't
smart.
know
He's
if he's
egotistical.
smart. I know he's powerful and feels like God.
Well, he's still smart, but that's it. He's egotistical. I mean, he created something that changed the world. He really did, and it's like it or hate it, but most of us here are on Facebook. Have a Facebook page, whether you're on it every day, you never go on it, you have it. It created something that shrunk the world in a really, really quick time. MySpace kind of did it, but Facebook took it to a level where there was really actual communication with folks and linking up with people you hadn't seen in years. You found family members, people found you. There's archives on Facebook. Everything you can figure out is on Facebook. So, I mean, he's an egotistical bastard. I mean, he's like, yo, what the fuck? Everybody's got that shit. Everybody's using my shit. That's how he thinks. So he thinks he's smart.
I reconnected to a few family members through Facebook.
Yeah,
So
I
did
found
I. And
a
I'm
lot of
grateful.
people from growing up and stuff, which was kind of cool, which is cool. So,
But I think if I was Zuckerberg and I wanted to go that direction with a name, I think I would have called it something like Metropolis.
Well, you'd have to they'd be like, well, that's not original in a sense.
Yeah,
it'd be more definitive.
It doesn't even matter
more
what they
definitive.
call it. It's still just because you change the name, it doesn't mean it's going to change anything. Like really, like
Well, I'm sure he's trying to attract the younger
maybe
folks back
rebrand or
because
something. But it'll always revert back to its nastiness.
Yeah.
Mine's not that bad, but I've heard horror stories on Facebook. So mine's not that bad because.
Well, as soon as we older people,
I'm more on Twitter than I am on Facebook.
Shit, I could tell you fucking horror stories about MySpace, about fucking AOL Messenger, but any of that shit. Like, it's how you that's Corey.
Exactly.
I learned that shit early on. Like I said this before. I would tag myself places. I thought I was doing promoters a favor by promoting where I was going to be, what I was going to be doing, what artists were going to be, and everything. And it was the worst thing I ever fucking did. When I tell you people would show up to see the artist, or like random women would show up to like, oh, you said you were working hit nights. I came to hang out with you. Bitch, I'm working. What are you doing? I drove from Connecticut. I'm like, you drove 2 state overs to come do what with who? Like, yeah, no, I'm good. I learned my lesson very early on about social media, about the internet, everything. It's just that place where if you let your guard down, you need to learn quickly. Because if you don't fucking
quickly.
I learned quickly.
You would get fucked up online. Not even the shit that we talk about, more like your life. Like, there's horror stories about things that have gone on just from people interacting on the internet, period. Take social media out of it, just interacting on the internet, period. There's horror stories. You can read about them, hear about them all the fucking time. And you can't let your guard down. That's why some people do way too much and stuff. They think it's cute. Again, all these people sit here and talk about the P word all the time and how they want to fight it and stuff, but yet they'll have their own show that everything they fucking do, they're taking pictures of them. Everywhere they go with the kid, where the kid goes to school, what the kid eats, what the kid what time the kid takes a fucking nap, what time the kid
look like,
everything, every fucking move. And I'm like, but you're talking about other shit, but you're literally putting your child on a place where the world has access to your target. Exactly. It's cool if you're an adult and you want to put some pictures of your fucking body or whatever on thing and you think you're cute and other people can comment that you're cute and stuff, but realize that there's people out there looking at children like that, like crazy fucking people.
They're looking for them exclusively.
Exactly. Yes. And people then they wonder how did this happen? Because you gave your life information to the fucking world. You know, people go on vacations, they put it on Facebook, they come home, their homes are robbed.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
Because everybody knew you were on vacation. You told the whole world. You're taking pictures in another country literally as you're doing it. Not when you got home. You're in that country like, yeah, look at us. Woohoo. Pina coladas. Yeah, on the beach. Woohoo. Yeah. And then they get home like, oh, shit. Like, everything's gone. How the fuck did they know? I don't know, officer. I don't even, it was random. No, it wasn't fucking random. Go look at your fucking Facebook page or your social fucking media.
You drew a roadmap.
Yeah, I always put that. I have when I came back. I always posted that when I came back.
Yeah, I do that now too. Now once in a while I would post pictures while I was on vacation because I wanted to show off and I was happy to be on goddamn vacation. But I have a friend whose daughter is in band. She's in the drum major, and she's always posting where they're all gonna be. Okay, we're going to this competition. We're going to this. And she, on Facebook and Twitter, she talks about it then leaving the house en masse and,
Getting in the car. I just started it.
But at least she's with a bunch of other people, though, right?
Yeah, but
they're leaving their house alone.
Right. They could be waiting for you when you get home.
Yeah, that's true, too.
You told them what time. Guys, it was a great show. Thank you, everybody, for, coming out and hanging out with me tonight. It's been a great night. I was going to call it a night. Good night, guys. I'm on my way home.
No, let's all stop at IHOP and get late breakfast or something. Yeah,
meanwhile, the guys in the fucking closet, like, watching the fucking, this bitch is stopping to eat. Fuck.
Taking pictures of pancakes.
I learned when I was with my ex, like, to not post when he was traveling because then people would know I was home alone.
Yep.
Ooh,
that was like, and I didn't even realize that like at first, but then when I started to hear stories, I'm like, I stopped posting when he was on a trip because I didn't want obviously people to know that I was like by myself with like 2 small kids.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Shit, they would rob soldiers' homes because they knew there were soldiers who were away at war and stuff like that. They'd go rob their homes and crazy shit like that. Like, motherfuckers have no
or a soldier's memorial. It would be plastered all over the papers where the family was going to this memorial. And God, people follow that shit.
Even funerals. Like, they wait for people they know going to be at funerals and they go and they do it for regular. They troll shit for that. They look for shit like that. Opportunists, fucking assholes.
I've seen people protest funerals. Like,
those fucking. What is that? What's that church called?
Something Baptist. Those crazy guys, and all it is one family. They have like no congregation. It's just this one family. West something Baptist.
Westboro Baptist Church.
Westboro Baptist.
Yeah, they protest all kinds of shit, and it's just a crazy family that's doing it.
Well, what is their theory on what you're supposed to do with the dead then?
Take them home. Put them in
the
freezer.
Just curious,
They don't think. I guess some people should be buried or whatever. Some bullshit like.
No, it's always veterans and
gay people.
Like but honestly, there's one of the daughters left. Megan something, and I listened to her autobiography. I highly recommend it because she's out. Like she did a TED Talk. She's been out of it for a long time. But hearing her point of view, not condoning anything that they did, but when because they have the kids make these crazy videos, they do parodies of rap songs and all this crazy shit. But looking at it from her perspective, growing up that way, it made sense to her. But she's and funny enough, guess what helped get her out of it was Twitter. Because people took the time to have so people fought with her obviously on Twitter. But certain people took the time to have conversations with her though. And made her question her beliefs, and that at the end is really what drew her out. It's a very fascinating story to listen to. Just saying.
Sounds like it.
I do feel bad when you take out the crazy religion and shit. she lost her whole family, like her mother, father, grandfather, people she loved and adored. Like if you get away from, take the religion aspect out of it, she lost everybody when she walked away, her and her sister. And that's lonely and hard to do. But
what the fuck kind of religion advocates breaking families up? That's not like
Christianity. There's a whole bunch of them we could talk about that actually advocate separating your family and killing your children and taking your kids away from you and all kinds of stuff. Absolutely.
No, God.
If you read the Bible in most holy books, you'll find shit like that. Absolutely. It's not like they're that far off from the Bible, from Christianity.
Yeah, the Old Testament's pretty damn bloody.
I mean, if you think about it, so they don't like gays. I don't know. So you know a little bit more about the story, Jill. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit more on it. But if you look at the Bible, supposedly has a problem with homosexuality. They create these scenarios in their mind based off their interpretations of whatever they fucking read.
That's exactly what it is.
I keep telling them, show me where it says that. Show me where it says.
And they never
can show me.
No, they will quote you where it is in the Bible.
Then make you look at it.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah. It's like anytime you ask G-Man, can you tell where the Bible? And he never has an answer. Look it up yourself.
Wow, Lee, that's crazy.
No, that's what people do.
Laying on of hands, passing. This was in California.
Wow.
No.
So Justin Thoreau, who's that documentary filmmaker?
Isn't that Jennifer Aniston's man, or was her?
Yeah. No, that's the wrong. No, that's the wrong. Well, I said the wrong name. He did one on Scientology. He's from the UK. He actually spent a week with them, with the Westboro Baptist family, and his documentary is pretty good too.
There's a guy that who actually saw him on Howard Stern. He's a black guy. I think he's a musician. I don't know exactly what the genre of music he plays is, but he's actually over the years gotten tons of people to leave, like white supremacist groups, the KKK, all this stuff. It's based on his interactions with them on his music. It's what started all. Like they'd come and listen to his music, and then he would just have these random conversations. The next thing you know, he's hanging out with KKK members and shit, grand wizards, all kinds of shit. Dudes have given them their robes, given them their former hoods. It's kind of insane, but it's kind of cool that he's had that kind of impact on people. So I mean, you can change your ways if you find some common ground with people. But most people who are indoctrinated from birth to have a certain belief, it's very hard for them to believe that they have common ground with anybody but the people that are in that little circle of group.
Well, when that's all you know, it does something to your brain. But then there's the bigger world out there. If people are lucky, they'll pay attention.
About how long ago do you think that was, Jiggy?
What? Which one?
The thing you was just talking about, the guy where he was talking.
Still doing it to this day. He still does it to
really?
this day. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I haven't heard nothing about the KKK forever. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, really. I haven't heard.
No, they're even still a thing.
Well, they're a thing, but
thing.
all those things splintered off into different groups. They all have different names, different ideologies now, but it's still the same bullshit.
And news agencies will not give them attention.
Good.
So
Well, they do, and they don't. It depends on how you look at it. They've said that before, and I totally disagree with that shit. I do not agree with that whatsoever. I've heard that's been said before, that the news, but they do. They almost glorify some of the shit that they do and glamorize it.
Oh, Jesus.
They do.
And what's his name? The head of, he's even had plastic surgery to make himself handsome. What was his name?
Proud Boys guy?
No, the KKK guy, the head of the KKK.
Why do you know the head of the KKK, Robin?
because he had been on the news.
Yeah, sure. You've been in your house. What?
Oh, you want to hear a story?
Oh yes, Robin.
Yeah. Tell us the story, Robin.
Always.
My family we were the black sheep. My dad and his wife and us kids. We came to California, but my dad's dad was an exalted wizard, whatever you call him in the KKK.
Damn, Robin.
David Duke. Yes, that's right.
Duke. Okay,
David Duke. Yeah, clean cut, looked like this elegant, bougie, well spoken, and that was their front man. But yeah, my little teeny town in Ohio, and my granddad. When I found that out when I was about 12, 13, and I was just, what? I was so ashamed. I was so.
I hope he didn't hang any of my cousins, any of my relatives and shit.
I don't want to know any damn thing about what they did, what went on. Oh, God.
Ask my mama. She got a picture of, I think it's her great uncle or her uncle who they hung.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
used to make postcards out of shit like that. They literally would. That's where they say, I can't 100% verify this, but they say that the root of the word picnic comes from they would pick a nigga. They would have a picnic, set up a table, set up food and everything. The family would gather around. They would hang the person. And if the person was hanging, they would take pictures and make greeting cards and stuff that they would send to their relatives.
I'll never call it that again. I'll say.
Now that's a scary Halloween story.
Let's go dine in the rough. I'll never. Oh,
let's go have lunch on the prairie.
Under the pine trees while the owls.
And you can still find those fucking trading cards, or people have them. You can find them sometimes online because people still sell them. They're valuable things because they don't obviously don't really make them anymore. Yeah.
Sad.
Jesus.
Well, maybe we can learn something from all that.
Like, so Six, why don't you tell us that joke now after we just went through all of
that? Oh yeah. While you were gone. While you were out.
No, it's good information. I didn't know that, but
hey, Jiggy.
Yeah.
How good are you with like Greek mythology, stuff like that? You might have heard us talking while you was out. About the Greek mythology. You've heard of Achilles, and his weak spot was Achilles' heel.
Dude, he's a great warrior. I know Achilles.
Achilles. Well, then there's also. But have you ever heard of this other? He's a less common.
Lesser known.
Bophades.
Oh, both of these nuts.
See, yeah, he knew. and his weakness was his nuts. Both of these nuts. Yep. I figured there was no way I was going to let that one go through.
Wow. You was going to get me with that one.
No way I was going to get him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she got me.
I got Robin. Barely.
Yeah, she's easy to get.
I don't know if you heard this one though, Jiggy. What's the difference between a painting of Jesus and regular Jesus?
I don't know, Six. What?
The painting only takes one nail.
That's the joke she sent me in the middle of the night. Yep. Six sent me. And I was up because, I'm always up. And here's this message from up early.
I'm just easily amused. I have a warped humor.
I think
you're speaking about Facebook. I'll share a joke, and there's nothing worse than a wet towel than Facebook doing a fact check on a joke.
I know.
You're just passing a joke, fact checker, and you're like, oh, really?
I know. It's a joke. Get us into the algorithm.
Yeah, flag that.
It's getting ridiculous.
Facebook used to be fun until they fact checked jokes.
The internet used to be fun. The internet was never this restricted ever. The internet was wild and it was open.
Still
and
wild.
Look up
but
anything.
The internet got too wild.
There's nothing. It's
come on.
Well, I don't mean that.
The internet became the wild, wild west, though. Let's be real. There's a level of it that's too much. There's a level of it where
too, because that changed everything too, because then more people were online.
Yeah, more people had access to they never had access to before.
And then the crazies Woo!
Well, because everybody became an internet fucking journalist, fucking doctor, lawyer, everything.
Anybody could do it.
They were all taking online classes the whole time at University of Phoenix and shit. So now everybody knows everything.
University of Phoenix.
Oh, I know like PhDs from University of Phoenix, and I sort of go, it's legit, but you want to go, come on.
I have my PhD from Galactica University.
Hey, that's probably more credible.
I graduated with Starbuck and Apollo. Commander Adama actually gave me my diploma.
Of course.
I'm an ordained minister. I took an online class. I can marry people.
Yeah, I told somebody I would marry them. I forgot who it was. Oh, yeah, 6 drops in CW chanted. When y'all get married, I'm going to be the minister, okay?
I don't know why you'd ever do that to CW, but
You're so generous.
Oh, no, you all deserve each other. I think y'all make a cute couple.
Deserve each other.
I think y'all would make an excellent couple.
Of course, CW.
You think about, Jay-Z and Jay and Bay, you know what I'm saying? You could think about Prince Harry and was she a prince? She's not even a princess. What's her name? Meghan Markle?
Meghan Markle's.
Oh,
Run,
God.
CW.
The heart.
You guys will be on the cover of Freak Show magazine. I mean, you're gonna do well.
Poor CW. Poor CW.
Oh,
run, buddy, run.
Oh no,
nobody
making appearances in the back room at Shady Con and shit. Y'all gonna have it going on.
Nobody deserves this hot mess here. No, it's just...
Well, he is lonely. I understand.
Wait, there was a serial killer on the dating game one, so hey, anything can happen.
That's right.
I loved the dating game.
I
It was a great show.
We back in 2 and 2.
It was a great show.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It's kind of funny
There's
to
no
watch people. Till the serial killer was on there, that shit wasn't funny. That bitch she was going on a date with him too. She was smart though. She was like, I don't know, something about this dude just ain't right. I'm good. I'm good.
It was the precursor to online dating, I guess, right? The dating show.
Yeah. Then the Newlywed Game. The Newlywed Game featured the very first couple that got married from the dating game. So that one show.
I always found that show so awkward. Oh my god!
Now we got the Bachelorette.
I don't understand. You have.
I mean, I was young. I remember that, but I thought it was amusing as hell. Sometimes she's like, "There's no way that she's going out with you." Like, there's no way.
Shit, they get some dates paid for and shit. You'd be surprised who people go out with. Just saying, you ever watch TV? You ever watch reality shows? Like some of these people are like, yeah, that's not. It's about the money.
Shows. Yeah, I'm not
just watch 90 Day
Fiancé. The reality shows are so staged. They're more.
There's nothing reality about reality.
shows. They weren't in the If that's the thing. If you watch some of the older, like look at take Real World for example.
So
if you watch the first couple of seasons,
how many can you watch? Like seriously, like
but
25 years.
You got to remember, there's people born in that 25 years that they're trying to capture now. There's a new audience, so they're hoping that new audience will jump on the trend. Look at The Simpsons. Like, is it something like The Simpsons and South Park, which still spit out new episodes? Are those reaching an older audience? Is the older audience who've been watching them religiously forever holding them up, or are they still working to captivate a younger or new audience they're bringing in as well? That's what I'm saying. That's the whole objective. That's why something can go on for so long.
Yeah, no, this is but. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of reality stuff because
the first reality show was that Family. It was a family. They had kids.
No, the first reality show was Cops.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
that's true.
Pretty much.
The Kardashian style reality show.
No, Cops was way before Kardashians.
Yeah,
I know.
But the Osbournes kind of started the whole family.
The who?
Like the Osbournes, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah,
Sharon.
The Family Jewels. I loved that show.
I don't know what
I loved Ozzy Osbourne.
It was called
Family Jewels. They had the cutest kids, and their son is like 6'7" or something like that.
No, he's not.
Yeah, their son.
Jack Osborne is not 6'7".
Oh no, I'm thinking of Gene Simmons.
Yeah,
Gene,
no.
Okay, it's Gene. Okay, you're
Ozzy
okay.
Osbourne has 3
You're
kids. He has
talking
2
about Gene,
daughters and a
and
son.
they're all short.
Kelly
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
more and more
yeah,
like her
yeah.
mom.
On the show.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Kiss guy, Gene Simmons. That was called
Yeah.
the Family Jewels. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Osbournes were just called the Osbournes.
Now, Kelly, she's looking more and more like her mom, Sharon, every day.
Yeah, she is.
No kidding.
Oh my goodness.
No kidding.
And that's not a complaint either. She's a very pretty little girl. Well,
Yeah,
pretty
she is, yeah.
young woman. Sorry.
She is pretty. She's had a hard time. She's had a really hard time. That's why nobody's seen her, because she's struggling with addiction and stuff like that. And she's doing the work, bless her heart.
Hello.
Yeah.
Look at who they both were. Or at least I know Jack was
Oh,
suffering. His
all
might have been
of them.
alcohol though. But I mean, look at who their father is. Not, no disrespect,
Oh,
but I mean,
and
you're talking
even
about one of the
even
hardest
Sharon
rockers
says-
on the fucking planet.
And then, I mean, imagine you grow up with cameras in your face the whole time. That's gonna fuck you up a little bit. You know what I mean?
That's why the other daughter wouldn't go on camera. She's like, I
Yeah.
want no part.
There's another, there's the other daughter that nobody really knows about. She's been on like maybe once or twice, but like,
she'll
yeah,
take
she
a
just stays out of it.
picture once in a while with them. She'll go to an event once
Yeah,
in a while.
she
But
stays out
Sharon
of it.
says Ozzy's always wasted. Always wasted. Always has.
He was always
been.
wasted. You use mumbles. You couldn't understand a word he said.
And now
yes.
It amazes me when you can see like concert footage of his. I'm like, how is this the same dude? This dude couldn't talk.
It makes sense though. It makes sense if you think about it. If the years of abusing your body, alcohol, drugs, rock and party, and all those years, he is a shell of the man that he formerly was.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Some people like Keith Richards and them, just for some reason, that motherfucker will never die. He was never going to die. They
But he
gave him
looks
some
dead.
alive forever.
Yeah, he looks like he should have laid down a long time ago. But
he might be a zombie. Maybe that's what they're thinking, that they clone motherfuckers. Maybe they're just zombies and shit.
He's a vampire.
He is. He has to.
Yeah,
because he has done more shit than anybody on this planet, and he's still kicking alive.
I got a shout out to GS Crippler. He put out, they put Family Guy in the comments.
Oh yeah, Family Guy.
Yeah, and I've got this cell phone, and I've never given the phone number to nobody. I've never used it, and I still get I've used up almost all the memory blocking these telemarketers. But what I do is I answer in Consuela's voice. Hola. Yes, and because a lot of the telemarketers don't know English, but I do, because I'll do that Consuela from Family Guy. No, I clean, and they'll try. Yeah, no, I clean for Mr. Griffin, and they get frustrated.
Brilliant.
But even the picture of the whole web desktop for the phone is a picture of Consuela.
Oh
and
my God.
I'll even shoot them a picture of that picture of Consuela after I talk to them and they get disgusted and hang up and stuff. I'll even send them a picture of Consuela from Facebook.
That's brilliant. I never thought
Toy
of
with
doing
telemarketers just to get them off, because I get so, you can't beat them. You might as well play with it a little bit. So I pretend I'm Consuela from Family Guy.
I mess with them all the time because I still have, the office, the work cell phone. And I don't, since I'm not at work anymore, I can fuck with these guys. And I have the best time. And I know it's a scammer, because when you say hello, you hear this sound that goes boop, boop. And then a voice comes on. And of course, English is not their first language. But I screw around with them so much. But I never thought of doing I'm good. Thank you, 6 drops.
Robin, can you do a deep black voice? Can you do like a deep black man's voice, Robin? Because next time they call you, just do some shit like this. Like, what? They got warrants and shit? Motherfucker, come get me. Y'all come get me right now at my fucking house. I will just come get me. I don't give a fuck. Come get me, motherfucker.
My God.
Come on.
Nah,
Come on,
I'm not good at that.
I'm taking all you motherfuckers with me. That's all you gotta do. Those click. Come on up in these fucking projects, motherfucker. Come get me.
Just use your soundboard, put some sirens on, say, "Oh my God, they're already here."
Motherfucker, don't you know where I live?
Be great.
Motherfucker, I live in a war zone. Come through here. You won't even get up the stairs.
They can't
Motherfuckers
get their
will kill you
money if they're
outside.
already knocking at the door. Sirens going, open up. Oh my God, they're already here. Sorry, I can't pay you.
Come on, motherfuckers, come get me. They're already here, motherfucker. You late.
Yeah, exactly. Can't pay you now. They're already here.
Say hello to my little friend.
I've got warped humor.
I'm getting a lot lately about extending my car's warranty. I'm like,
yeah.
My car's out of warranty.
I get calls about Social Security, about sending me a new Social Security card. And could you confirm your last four? I said, no, you confirm my last four, and I'll tell you if it's right or not. I'll talk to them for a really long time. Before they hang up, I'll say something obscene like, have you stopped fucking your sister?
I almost
call him a bencho, which means sister fucker. Anyways, just call him a
get them
bencho.
to extend a warranty on your three-wheeler until they're all good, and, until they find it's a Mattel big wheel.
Yo, can I get some extended warranty on my grandbaby's little Hot Wheel car and shit over there? Yeah. I'm saying because she be beating that shit up, yo. Because she can drive it and shit. So I could get can I get that? Like, word? I can. All right, I'm down.
The Chihuahua chewed on the left tire.
Drew J likes to break out into the thong song, and he says he can't sing. That's awesome.
Shit. Fuck with them. Give them a hard time. They want to fuck your day up. You make your day fucking with them. It's hilarious. They get so upset too. What are you talking about? I'm like, motherfucker, what are you talking about? What's up? Pull up, motherfucker.
Oh, I gotta learn some phrases. I can.
That shit always cracks me up when the scammers get all bent out of shape. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They get all upset because they're being impolite. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
I could maybe cultivate an old black woman, but never a deep voiced black man.
Tell me you're gonna put some voodoo on them. I'm
Robin,
gonna put a curse on you.
Just read the definition of CPT.
All right, hold up. Wait, hold up, scammer. Yo, why you fire my ass? Your ass always call here on CPT.
There you go. Just have it ready.
Good idea, Joe.
Your ass call it at 9. You ain't supposed to call till 9:30.
You ever pull the age card and pretend you're stroking out?
Character that day.
No, Robin. No, this is a good one. Robin, you can just be yourself with this. So when they call you, ask them, be like, "So what are you?" And they'll be like, if they say they're Indian, be like, "Really? I really love Indian food." And then just get a menu. Like, just read it online. Just start reading down the different things that you love to eat that are like Indian food. Like, oh, I love saag paneer. It's so good. That spinach with the little cheese chunks in it and stuff. And then you can get the chicken tikka Marcello. It's the chicken chunks and it's got the sauce. It's kind of a sweet red sauce, but it can be hot. Because I don't really know if I like the hot food because the hot food sometimes give me heartburn. And then when I got to get heartburn, then I got to go get Tums and stuff. And I hate having to use Tums because then, it kind of takes away from the burn that I love about the food because I can't lie. It makes me shit. You don't understand. It looks like a massacre in my toilet. That's all you gotta do.
And I
keep
burned
talking like that.
just as much coming out as it did going in. Yeah.
I got hemorrhoids now because my hemorrhoids just pop out and they're just hanging out all day. It's horrible. But then I pop them back in and I go and eat more Indian food.
I know. To pop them back in, you've got to squat over a mirror so you can find them, and then you tuck those things back up in there.
Material to work with this beard.
God.
I am so glad JiGGY uses his power for good, not evil. That's all I'm going to say.
You have no idea.
I think I do. I'm getting one.
I told you. The world should be so glad that I choose not to really delve more into what I do on the internet.
Oh, force to be reckoned with. Drew J says 8675309.
Wait, what was Mike Jones' phone number? What's the 804? What's the fucking Houston fucking? Is KB in here?
8675309.
No, I'm talking about Mike Jones too. He gave that number out that you could actually call and talk to the dude.
Oh, okay.
The rap
Mike Jones.
Thank you.
Jones.
Yo, he was a cool motherfucker. I did
777.
security for him, bro. He's actually cool as fuck. Cool dude, man. I give him respect. I give him props. Real cool to hang out with.
Yo, respect, dude.
Yo, respect, son. Know what I mean? On dogs.
There you go, Robin.
Hey, there you go.
Come on, Robin. Just beef your voice up. You just gotta you know what to do. Make sure you smoke some weed too. Hopefully, you smoke a little weed. Let your voice cough a couple times so you get a real raspy and shit like actors do and stuff. And actors do it, prepare for roles and shit, Robin. And then just hit them with it. Like everything. They're like, yes, hello. Can I speak to the Robin Eagle song, please? Yeah, motherfucker. What's up, Robin? What you need?
Oh, no.
Nah, son. What? No, just I'm telling you, Robin. Just listen. Just you got this. You can do this shit. You're gonna have to Negro up a little bit, okay?
I'll have to Negro up. I will. And instead of coughing up the loogie, I'll leave it in there to make my voice raspy.
There you go. Let it roll around and shit.
Or
Do for the roll, Robin.
Or Robin, what you could do is just, go back on YouTube and just sound clip all these wonderful little things that JiGGY's doing and make your own soundboard.
For you right now. Yo, why you bother me while I'm scratching my nuts? I ain't got time for this shit.
See, yeah. Go back and record that one.
Weed man. Why are you calling me right now, man? I thought
Clip that.
We up, son.
Yeah. Boy, there's just a gold mine here just in this show alone. All these clips.
Absolutely.
Rewind this show later and record your little heart away.
Come on over. I got your payment right here. Your payment is sitting right here waiting for you. Come on, come get it, son. You know what I'm saying? We got you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on over.
Come on over.
I got some fucking Indian food for you right on my table.
I got something for you. Come get it.
I got some lassies, some mango lassies for you, son. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Some naan. I got it all over here,
yeah,
baby.
Little hummus, a little butter chicken.
Yeah. Butter chicken.
Butter chicken. Butter chicken.
Butter chicken.
Butter. Okay.
Makhni. I'll use their word. Makhni.
What you said.
It's a butter sauce. It's delicious.
Yo,
it's very yummy.
I like Indian food, but
I love Indian food.
Not
back
hot,
in no, I don't even mind it hot. Just not too hot sometimes. Depends what kind of mood I'm in.
Yeah,
but you have to get used to it.
I don't like anything hot, so
I like a little painful food once in a while, but not too bad. I don't want to not enjoy it, because it's too fucking hot. But
yeah, there's a certain line you cross, and it's just like too much, and you can't enjoy it anymore. That's no good.
Yeah, it's like the one chip challenge. That's who could, I watch those sometimes, the one chip challenge, and people puke and everything.
They can kill themselves doing that stupid shit.
You
can do serious damage to your stomach, your intestines, everything.
The esophagus, your teeth and gums, and old people could die easily.
Young people could die easily.
My ex actually grew those from seeds and ate them right off the plant.
Oh, jeez.
Most people are literally hyperventilating as they're doing that. Like, you can die from that. It's almost like literally if you've never had asthma, having an asthma attack and not being able
oxygen to your brain.
Yeah.
And it'll forget.
Thank you. I'll pass.
It'll forget to tell your heart to pump.
And they find the horrible thing is on the internet, you'll find like even the crate challenge and shit. They'll go out and find some fucking crackhead or some shit. And they be like, yo, here's like $5. Here's $10. Do this shit. Oh, $10? I can go get me my rock? Word. Okay. Yeah. I'll eat that shit. Yeah. I'll eat whatever. I'll eat some shit. Shit. You want me some shit?
Boy, the crate challenge, people have broken their back, legs, gotten concussions.
Oh, well.
Well, if you're that stupid, anyway.
No, it's Darwinism right there.
But it's funny as shit to watch. You ever see that? There's the dude. I think he was a crackhead. They gave him like $10, and he was like, they got him on the ground. He's like, and when I came down,
see, Robin, their first mistake was starting with the Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Come on, listen.
I'm sorry.
It's all over
Listen,
after
listen.
yeah.
The first mistake is
cinnamon.
no. The first mistake was shit that Robin and baby boomers, and then the people before them were probably. There's always been motherfuckers who did crazy shit. Let's not act like these kids. You just hear about again. Social media, the internet makes it so you know everything that goes on, and they glorify that shit, which is why these kids.
Everybody knew that kid growing up. You could dare him to do some shit, and he would do the shit.
Oh,
whatever. That kid.
The hyperventilating game that everyone used to do, where you would like take deep breaths and then someone would hold you so that you pass out. I never did it. I was.
How about the headlock game? You ever play that shit where you put a motherfucker in a headlock and put him to sleep?
Yep.
That's two I've never heard of.
Oh yeah, we used to play that game.
Julie, yes, I remember that. A boy did that to me and another girl in 8th grade, and but I pretended to pass out. And so, he laid me up. He unzipped my fucking skirt.
And you're surprised, Robin?
Motherfucker.
I'm surprised.
I thought he was kind of my boyfriend, but, it wasn't, we didn't kiss him.
Sounds like he was then.
Sounds like he thought he was too, apparently.
He unzipped my fucking skirt.
He would pass out. He thought your pussy needed to breathe. See, that's what he thought. So he unzipped it to get air oxygen down there too.
Don't even say that word. I'd never used that word my whole life until recently. I hate that word. Oh, I hate that word. I hate the other word too.
The other word's way worse.
What, the see you next Tuesday word?
Yeah. The C word. I hate
pussy.
Yeah, the pussy.
Now he's gonna say it all the time, Robin.
Oh, make that a sound.
No, Robin, you're gonna play this game, okay? Like play it with your friends around, your friends in your little where you live. You walk up behind them, and they're not expecting it, and you just throw them in a headlock, and you put them to sleep. But you got to count. You got to have a certain. I'm not gonna tell you to count. You have to figure out yourself. But you got to make sure you count because you don't want to cut off oxygen to somebody's brain too long. So you just want to do it just enough so they just knock out and just kind of just lay them.
Well, that's like Mayberry tales. What a neighborly thing to do.
I mean, they're your friends. They understand. They're gonna do it to you one day too. You're gonna just be standing there one day smoking and go to sleep, bitch. Good night. You ever go night, nigga? It's gonna put you out, Robin. That's it. Okay.
You're so twisted.
Or you could play red car, punch your jaw.
What? Red car,
punch your jaw.
Oh God, that we used to do that. Something about when you'd see a Volkswagen or something.
Visit JiGGY.
Oh, yeah, but I'm talking about punching somebody like punch. Like, all right, so there's the game we used to play called Taps. And Taps was you'd wait till like your friends, like they would have food or a drink or anything in their hands, and they were doing something like maybe talking to a girl. Mm-hmm. You want to embarrass the fuck out of them, and you literally just walk up and you tap them right in the fucking jaw. And normally make them spill their shit and stuff and everything, but that's it.
Well, maybe in junior high. But
yeah, probably about that time.
I was that annoying bitch that used to love, like, if you have beer in a bottle, if you go over and you like,
you're a tapper on top, aren't you? Yeah, you're one of those.
Yes, I used to love to make it all flat. I used to be that drunk bitch that did that to my friends all the time.
Yeah, I can't lie. You know how you make the champagne bottles? But I know how to open a bottle of champagne without it doing shit.
So do I.
But you act like you don't know what it's doing. It's a great way to have a wet t-shirt contest. Just saying. It's worth the money for the bottle just to let it spray everywhere.
It's worth the money.
Yeah, I'm good at uncorking.
What? You what, Robin?
I'm good at uncorking a champagne bottle.
It's so easy. People they do that shit on purpose. They wanted to have the maximum
for the show.
effect.
Yeah,
right.
The big.
So you take somebody's eye out or some shit or break something because you want to be.
I learned how to do that when I was a waitress, so I know how to open up champagne.
I learned how to do it one New Year's Eve
or something. Like
no, you don't. You can literally use your.
You don't even have to use a towel, although that's smart.
You're just literally just taking the bottle and you just have to twist it without moving it, and that's it. Exactly. It's very simple.
That's how easy it is.
And hold it by the neck while you're doing it. Yeah, just gently.
Grab that bitch
it just goes boop.
And you'll still get the pop. You're going to hear the pop regardless.
Are we still talking about champagne?
Yeah, champagne.
Yeah.
Did you nod out?
What
Dom.
Did we lose you for a minute, honey?
No, I was just listening to the conversation in my mind. Never mind.
Just sort of drifted
If you ever
away.
rewind this and listen to it in a different context, you might start thinking we were talking about something entirely different. That was not a champagne bottle. I was being dirty. Yeah.
She means like butt plugs and that kind of shit.
Well, not exactly, but
okay. Never mind.
That's okay. We still love you.
Too far?
Insert eggplant emoji here.
Oh.
Oh. Whoa.
How do we get there? We went from.
I don't know.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
my
Never
sixth
mind.
one.
Huh?
Well,
Never mind.
if we're going down that road, I tried finding some urban dictionaries for Halloween.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And nothing really crazy. Because I'm over the poop. I'm over people shitting on each other, whatever. So I'm trying to avoid those.
Thank you.
But unfortunately, not much for the ladies, more for the guys.
Woohoo!
I don't know. You might want to save that. Woohoo!
That's okay.
Never mind.
Well, are you going to do it now or are you saving it for Halloween? Going to do it now?
No, I'm going to do it now because
Yay!
I'm going to do it now. There are 3 small ones. There wasn't much to choose from. Pretty much like most. Most of them are just like, having sex on Halloween. Big deal. So the first one is a pleasure pumpkin. You would think this is for the ladies, but it's really not. I'm sorry. A pleasure pumpkin is when you carve a pumpkin into a vagina or hole and you have sex with it. This is common during Halloween when pumpkins are much more available. Dude, Miles is carving a pumpkin pleasure.
I don't like it. They should change it to jack-off-a-lantern.
Yeah.
If I did find a jack-o'-lantern one, maybe I don't know. I was on the fence.
Or you could call it. So you could call it the glory pumpkin. Go ahead.
It's like once again, you're just sticking your dick into something that probably it doesn't belong in.
It'll get it all sticky. Like when
you have to give Rogue
like you're gonna take all the
pumpkin?
seeds and guts out. I don't know. But anyways,
number
2
go ahead.
is a dome monster.
What?
Someone who is addicted to giving oral sex. A person who fiends for dick.
I know a couple of them.
I do too.
It wasn't even Halloween, and I still got ahead by Dome Monster. Every man's dream, right?
That's DOME.
DOME, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure.
And the last one, I actually have another one, Robin, that I wasn't sure if I was going to do, but maybe I'll do it now that you said that. This one is also not really a great one. It's called a binder card. When a friend cock blocks you and makes out with the girl after she just had oral sex with you. Dude, I just got bind carded on Halloween.
Ooh, how did he know? Ooh, did he taste it?
I guess.
Oh,
that's gross.
And he knew what the taste was. Highly suspicious.
It wasn't ammonia. I swear to God.
No, the telltale ammonia.
So, Rogue, there was one called a Jacko job.
I'm interested. Go ahead.
He's your huckleberry.
So, knocking out some of the teeth of an individual or inflicting tooth loss yourself during the month of October in order to give another person head or fellatio during the Halloween season. Making your mouth resemble one of the carved pumpkins in order to give head. In spirit of Halloween, Kenny received a Jacko job from Carla instead of candy.
Carla just took out her upper plate. That's all she is.
That's commitment.
That's commitment.
That is, like I tried. There really wasn't anything great. That's the best I could come up with. If anyone has something better, send it my way.
Yeah.
Boy, there's no competition.
On that note, I'm gonna go to bed.
On that note,
you guys.
Yeah, you're gonna go get your pumpkin right now. Corey.
Dream a little dream of pumpkins.
Sweet dreams.
We gave her something to think about. She's like, "What can I do with this pumpkin? I didn't want to throw it away." Yeah,
She's taking it to bed. Okay,
Mhm.
bye, Corey. Good
All
to
right.
see
Good night,
you.
dear.
Good night. I'll see you
Good
guys
night, you
tomorrow
evil
or
Canadian.
Bye,
soon.
See you tomorrow
Good night. Good night. Have a
when
good
you're off
Bye,
for
everyone in the
breakfast.
chat. Bye.
God save the coin.
Yes.
Bye.
Or don't.
Bye.
It's up to God.
Yeah,
What?
really.
We can't tell him what to do.
Exactly.
You can't tell me what to do.
Exactly.
Well, it's nice that it's reciprocal.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drew J said, Jilly, that was beautifully delivered.
Thank you, Drew
Always.
J.
As
And
always.
so was Six Drops' corny jokes.
Yeah.
And so was Robin's.
Other corner jokes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You guys waiting? Oh, sorry. I couldn't think of anything.
Or Robin's stories. We love Robin's stories.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, right.
That wasn't such a great one this time. I'm so I'm still mortified that those backward ass. Never mind.
Eh,
You all right, Robin? You gonna make it?
I've already made it.
it's a new day tomorrow. Don't even worry about it.
How do you know it's a new day tomorrow?
It was a new day today, but now look how quick it got old.
I think we took a vote on it when you weren't looking. So.
What if it ends up being Groundhog Day for all of us?
Oh, well.
Oh, no. Like
I'll learn how to play the piano.
Rock on.
I'll learn a lot. I'll learn how to speak Spanish, Russian, French.
Go rob an armored truck.
No, why rob an armored truck? I'm gonna get the. I'll get something bigger than that. If you have all the time in the world to plan, then you're gonna, why not go for a bigger score?
Just be the rich guy whose money's in the armored truck. Think bigger.
You can't. You only have 24 hours to do this. It's a repeated day. So how are you going to be the rich guy?
Oh, okay, yeah, the armored. But then the next day you got to do it all over again.
So what?
I'll be right back, guys.
For those 23 hours or whatever after you rob that armored car, you go live it up. It's not gonna matter.
Oh,
but do you get to keep your memories? Because you could read, you could actually.
Yeah, you keep your memories, but nobody else does. It's the same shit over and over.
Well, at least you could be extremely brilliant because you could always just constantly learn something new every time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Languages, different things. You could do all kinds of instruments.
I would be way practical. The first thing I'd do would be to go get the first mani, pedi, and haircut than I've had in 2 years. I want a haircut. I want a mani, pedi, and then I'll go buy the yacht and.
Why would you buy a yacht? You would just go rent the yacht for the day.
I'll just rent it. Yeah, why buy it? Because where does it go after I'm gone?
That's no fun. Just steal the yacht. Just take it.
I guess you check out the lottery. No, I guess it wouldn't work because you check out the lottery numbers and then buy the next.
Well, yeah, you could if you had because here we have a midday lottery you could hit. So I mean, it's not going to be the big game, but you could go and win a few $1,000s to go mess with that day because if you knew the numbers.
Yeah.
It's not worth hitting the big ones because they don't usually draw those until night, like 11 o'clock at night in most places.
Right.
And then it takes you 6 months to get the actual money.
See, there you go. So that's even a waste of time. I was thinking, well, you could win, cheat on the lottery, but you're back to day one again. Yeah.
Robin, is that true? It takes that long? I don't think it takes that long to get the money. Well, I mean, I know you could go to. Well, I mean, you could go take a line of credit anywhere. It's going to give you a line of credit on that money.
I would just max out my credit cards real quick. I just max them out.
You have to get up early.
They're not going to come for me.
You would never know if I ever hit the lottery by me. You would never know.
I wouldn't tell anybody. God,
I'm the same way. He wouldn't know.
Get you killed.
Wouldn't it be fun to
pay off my parents' house? Maybe. That's it. That's probably my only extravagant.
There'd be a bunch of angel donors and shit. That'd be about it.
Yeah, but the next day, it's still owe money on it because you just relived the same day over.
Well, no, we're talking about in general.
In general, yeah, we're done with the fucking Groundhog Day.
Oh,
I
moved on.
Crazy.
I'm sorry, you guys moved on. I missed the bus. I'm behind you now.
You got to get on the bus and pay your fare. Sorry.
The double D.
You know about the double Dutch? What you know?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly all the rules, but yeah, I definitely remember the song.
All right.
That was a cute
Good to know.
song.
Good to know. Good to know.
I think I used to roller skate to that song in a skating rink, maybe even.
I think I want to go roller skating. I haven't been roller skating in forever.
I used to be good. I'd kill myself now. I don't think I could do it anymore.
Well, I was really good on. I mean, not I wasn't crazy, but I was good enough to roller skate every fucking day, pretty much. There was some time I skated a lot.
I did too.
First place, never seen somebody murdered.
Jeez, yeah, I used to roller skate. The first thing I learned how to do after going forward was to Rex all around the rink. Tell everybody what Rexing is.
Who tell everybody what Rexing is?
Jiggy, what's Rexing?
Okay, first of all, I learned how to skate in the hood. Wasn't motherfuckers calling things names. You just did them.
At the rink, though, I learned the terms when I went
I'm sure that the rink that you went to, Robin, and the rink that I went to were slightly different, is all I'm saying.
Mine
I just said
Pomona.
It's the first place I ever seen somebody murdered. And just so you know, this police, it still exists, the skating rink. It's behind a police station.
Well, that's
and I've seen some incredible violence there.
That's brutal.
Yeah,
you think that'd be the safest place?
It absolutely was not.
No,
it absolutely was not.
Hey, my brother, when he was at his top of his drunken era, which was his whole life, he would get just shit-faced and drive up and down in front of the police station and honk his horn, so that he wouldn't have to come home and face my parents' wrath. And so he'd do that and have a place to sleep for the night. They got to know,
Why don't you just walk in? Why all that? Just walk in.
Well, they don't arrest you. Well, walking in and punching a cop, or something. Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, but driving your vehicle, you're going to be charged with a DUI. Where if you're a walk-in, if you walk, they'll put you in a drunk tank.
Hey, it's still a place to lay down, so you don't have to go.
Yeah, they're just putting you in PC pretty much, and they're just going to wash you, let you sleep it off, and not really charge with anything. And if you're not a fucking idiot.
That was my brother. I'll bet he did it 4 or 5 times. Then he confessed later.
When you were at the rink, did you ever do that, like collect call, Mom, I'm ready to come home now?
No.
No, at the
Mom, they never picked me up near once from the skating rink.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It got to a point where I was driving to the skating rink. So.
Okay, Rexing is skating backward.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. She couldn't just say that. She had to be all, a Robin.
Well, you wouldn't take a breath so I could fucking talk.
Who are you talking to?
You.
You better pipe down, Junior. Who do you think you're talking to? You better relax, relate, and release.
I love alliteration.
Yeah.
Relate and release.
You better practice that shit. Who do you think you're talking to?
I could teach that shit.
You can teach what shit?
Whatever shit you were talking about.
What shit are you talking about that you can teach?
Lots of stuff. I forget what we were talking about.
I don't think you ever knew what we were talking about.
Rexing and skating rinks, and how your skating rink was fancier than probably JiGGY's skating rink. And
like I said, this was in Pomona on Holt
Boulevard. Oh, wow. You know what I just thought about? So I was talking about how there's not many pictures of me. But if there's still those pictures on the wall at that place, and I believe they may be there, some interesting pictures of me there.
Whoa, road trip.
You got to take a picture of the picture.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck with all the sign changes. I can't figure it out if they went to the trouble of all doing all them sign changes up there. Why didn't they just renumber them properly?
They weren't numbered properly in the first place.
Yeah,
so I thought maybe this initiative was to make it easier because if you've ever driven here, we have what's called the cloverleaf and stuff. Boston is nothing like New York. New York is laid out where you know where every street is based on the numbers, the intersection, the names, where they're going to be. It's a very easy place to traverse if you just understand basic shit. Yeah. Boston is nothing like that. It's nothing like that whatsoever. They purposely just put one-ways, fucked up street names, not consecutive street names that run. There'll be a block with a street name that the next block will be some different in some places. And shit.
I'll give that to Philly for the most part. It's set up like a grid. Like you got front and then second, third, fourth.
Every other pretty much. Not here.
Every street is north and south and east and west.
Not here.
Nope. We do got the pain in the ass one way though.
Guys.
They suck.
Not here in LA or Hollywood.
You guys
We
got the
actually
little
do-
tiny one ways where, like, if you're in a big truck, if you're not up on the fucking sidewalk, you're probably gonna hit some shit.
Dude, they have these streets that don't make any sense to the two ways because they're still parking on both fucking sides, and then these small ass streets to the two. During the fucking blizzard of 2050, that was the biggest problem that they had. Was you took these small ass streets and made them smaller, which they had no choice but to do because there's no place to put all that fucking snow. So the biggest problems they were having were arguments and fights and streets that were cluttered because people didn't want to move. No one wanted to do anything. There was no place to go. People were trying to park. There's no place to. It was the fucking shit show. It was insane.
No, again.
That's some of my favorite fights. So you see that dude, you know what I mean? The dude that spends all day digging his spot out and somebody takes it.
Dude, the culture here, like especially a city called Southie, that's where fucking Whitey Bulger, that's where Whitey Bulger and all them are from. Exactly. Them motherfuckers, they still do it to this day. They have these things. You put something in those spaces, you take that shit out, they gonna fuck your car up. And the city allows you now. The city had to go with it because people are like, no, you're not going away with that. So what the city does is they'll give you a certain amount of time to hold that space, and once you don't, that the city goes around with garbage trucks and just starts picking up people's shit and throwing them in the garbage truck. It's a crazy culture to park and shit, and those shits are like gold. That's why you just buy an SUV. When I always drove expeditions.
I mean, if you work all morning digging that shit up, nobody be taking that shit. You know what I mean?
And the fucked up thing, it's not normally your neighbors, because neighbors and stuff usually, unless they don't like you or you don't like them, are very respectful. It'll be the person who's not from that neighborhood or something like that, are going to visit somebody who comes and does some stupid shit like that. Because
like look at this wide open spot. This must be for me.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, look how nice
forget that chair. Let me take that table out of there. I don't know why somebody put a table in the middle of this dugout spot after a snowstorm. I might even take the table. Fucking assholes.
Fucking assholes.
Seriously.
That shit cracks me up though. That shit always crack me up.
Shit. You ever put the snow back on somebody's car? Like they'll put it in the space and you just get your friends and we just there you go. Cool. Take that space again, bitch. Now dig your car out and make it worse than it was.
Nothing better than when you shovel your fucking driveway and then the plows come by and block it.
Fuck up the entrance. Yeah, fuck the entrance up.
Oh, motherfuckers.
They're assholes.
That's the heaviest ass snow too. That's the heaviest snow too.
Yes. Because they've accumulated and they've packed it all together, so it makes it even worse. Or if there's water, it creates all these fucking puddles and shit. You're like, you're a fucking asshole.
Chunks of ice.
I can't tell you how many times that happened.
But like it's so bad here. Like you literally could shovel out all your shit, go upstairs, say because you got to go change because you might be going somewhere, and then come back downstairs like I got to shovel this shit out again. Yeah. Because the plows will go right by and they'll look at your shit like, oh whatever, just keep going. Like, they don't stop. Fucking assholes.
The plows knocked over my mailbox one year, but in their defense, my street is really small and narrow. So, whatever. But that's why I had a friggin' pond in front of my driveway. Like I was waiting for ducks and geese to start hanging out there. It was that bad. But yeah,
if you build it, they will come.
Seriously, that's what it was like. It was so deep. I got a picture of it somewhere before it got somewhat kind of filled up.
Our condo association took a backhoe and got a big boulder about the size of Jiggy if he was in the fetal position and stuck it at the corner. Boom. And yeah, plow only figured that out one time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did more damage to the plow than the fucking boulder.
Yeah, he moved the boulder a little bit, but yeah. So actually we have two boulders, but they're nice big chunky boulders.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. That's how they learn their lesson too. That's what people.
Snow is a lot of work, Drew J. It's nice when you don't have to go anywhere, and it's nice and white and fluffy. But other than that, it becomes a pain in the ass.
Yeah, once you get that heavy wet snow,
and then you got to deal with it. Yep. Yeah, that sucks.
I hate winter.
That builds character, though. I think.
I don't mind it sometimes. I don't like when you get the back to back snow shit. It's relentless. It's like, all right, this was cool the first time I had to shovel it. Maybe the second time it's not so bad. It's crisp, nice air out here when I'm doing it. But it's like, okay, I don't need a snowstorm every fucking weekend, which we happen to do.
Seriously, Snowmageddon.
I hate winter.
I don't hate winter at all.
All winter long. I do.
I don't hate winter. No,
I do.
I'm telling you.
visit snowy places and you can go, oh, how charming. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so quiet when it snows. And then you get to go home before it gets ugly.
But there's snow thunder. Have you ever heard snow thunder before? What, Robin?
There's snow thunder, there's snow lightning as well.
Snow thunder and snow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's freaky, but it's cool as shit to see.
Never
I don't
heard
think
that term.
Jilly, you got to get some camera action and record us some snow thunder, please.
We get those fucked up storms up here. Them nor'easter. They're no joke. Those fucking things.
Yeah, they hit you before they come here.
Or maybe or Jiggy, how about some snow lightning, please?
Yeah, I mean, it's not very common. It's not like it happens all the time, but it does happen.
Well, if you catch it, man. If you catch it, I'd love to see some. Put it on a Facebook
or
page
here's
YouTube
or
YouTube or something.
Someone has it on YouTube.
I'm going to have to Google it. I didn't even know that stuff existed.
Yeah.
If we get enough snow this year, maybe I'll try to build an igloo again.
So I remember to Google it.
Have you built an igloo, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'll put the picture up next time I do a live. We did it in the 2015. We built it. We called it the Nigloo. There was snow, so much snow. We didn't know what to do with the snow, so we built this fucking igloo, and it could fit 9 people in it. Had a fire pit in it. You could barbecue in it. We were literally chilling on this thing in the middle of snowstorms. The cops would drove by and they would watch, like, what the fuck? The cop couldn't figure out what we were doing, so she finally came over. She's like, "I'm sorry, what are you doing?" And we were like, "Oh, we're building an igloo." And she came over like, "Oh my god!" I couldn't tell it because it looked like, if you ever seen Star Wars, the second one, Empire Strikes Back, when they're on the planet Hoth or whatever. It looks like the structure kind of that what's the name built that you couldn't really see anything in the snow. You wouldn't know what it is because the snow's so high everywhere. So you had to walk up on it to know it was there. We were chilling that motherfucker. That thing was fun as hell.
That sounds like fun. I know. Oh God, you got to do that again.
And we built it with a slanted roof with wood and stuff, so that when we had fires, anything going on there, all the smoke would go out without a problem. It wasn't going to fucking build up in there. Everything was built a certain way,
like a little yurt.
I don't know what a yurt is. Smoking always says that too.
Ventilation up in the top for it.
But everything else is snow. Even the top of it up to a point, it's all covered with snow. But the wood is just created slant, so you have air pockets, which allow the smoke and stuff and everything. And also, actually was what kept it so long, because of that particular year, the snow here, the snow mounds lasted till like July. But our thing, it lasted. The igloo actually lasted to almost June, almost like middle of June.
Whoa.
You walk into the beach and you're walking over snow piles in the snow where I lived, because that's where they were dumping the snow after all the other places got overfilled. They were putting it in the parking lots at the beach, and you were still walking over small snow piles in late June and July. They were disgusting.
Yeah, because they can't dump it in the harbor anymore. They used to just dump all that shit right in the harbor. You can't do it anymore.
Why?
Well, because you have all that salt and sand, so they spent years cleaning that fucking harbor up. If you put all that shit back in it, you're just going to go back to square one. You're starting at square one pretty much. You're just going to pollute it. The harbor was so polluted so bad. I to this day I believe that's why Mike Dukakis didn't become president, because I forgot who he went up against, but the dude said to him, "You can't even clean up your own harbor. How are you going to clean up Washington?" And I was like, "Oh, he won." He won. Yeah. But if you knew the Boston Harbor back in the day, it's not something that you wanted to. When I used to do boat security for the boat cruise, we provided security for booze cruises. And if you jumped off of these things, and we would tell people, what happens if I jump in? Like, you're going to go to jail. Because literally they would jump in, you'd have to call the harbor master or call this directly to the state police, and they would come out of the water, and then they would take them, because they'd have to decontaminate them in a lot of cases and fucking take them to jail. So it was just a waste of time and resources, because once you jump in that water, you could not see your hand in front of your face. That's how dirty that water was.
It was nasty. Lord. They wrote a whole song about it.
Oh yeah, love that dirty water. Oh,
well, aren't there waterways where sometimes they get set on fire because of the oil?
I mean, there were. So where they were doing a lot of the what do you call it? When they first started cleaning stuff, there was a part where you could see where they were doing some burn off of some things, but those must have been very targeted areas and stuff. Like, you could just tell they knew where there were high concentrations of certain things that they would burn off a little, but it wasn't anything major.
The story I read a long time ago, it made it sound like it was spontaneous.
I mean, it could have been, but I don't remember any of that. I mean, I spent a ton of time. I was watching them literally dredge. They had these huge dredging machines that they were just dredging shit from the bottom of that harbor, just pulling that shit up and just dumping it in things and sending it the fuck out. I don't know where the hell they
How
sent
many
that
fucking
shit.
guns and bodies you think came out of that thing?
Oh,
Oh,
the harbor
Cinder
probably
blocks.
not as much as. So we have a what's called the Charles River. It actually, if you from ufology perspective, it used to be called the Old Muddy River, which is believed to be the first UFO sighting that was recorded in America ever was on this little river. But they do the head of the Charles, everything on this thing. But I imagine that there's probably more stuff down there than there was in the harbor, because the harbor, you have boats, you have a lot of more things, you got a lot more stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know, it's a busy harbor, where the river, no one swims in that river and stuff like that. And people, they still to this day, like every now and then, you'll be like, breaking news, like someone was rolling on the bridge, but they found a body. They find bodies there all the time. They don't know that it's actually, they believe that there is possibly, they don't talk about it at all. It's very well kept secret outside of here, that they believe that there's a serial killer here that actually kills people and dumps them by water. They always find these people who go missing randomly in water areas, which it's still from a perspective of knowing nightlife in Boston and the percentage, like with the vicinity where a lot of these people go missing, it also could be cases of people who wander off, who are just drunk and disoriented and end up in bodies of water. It happens all the time. So that's why they don't really necessarily say it's a serial killer, but it does seem more of a traits of a serial killer, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
boy. Hi,
Hi,
Stephen
Steve.
Ronan. Over in
What's
your-
up,
Oh,
Steve
and by
Ronan?
the way, Drew, you're right. Snow is a lot of work. Actually, up in Ohio, every once in a while, you hear about it. Poor little codger who's stroked out from shoveling snow.
Oh, that happens everywhere.
Everyone-
Heart attack, strokes, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People die
it
from
is a lot
asthma
of work.
attacks.
you're not supposed to shovel or snow blow.
Well, actually,
saying.
because the way we shovel, most people shovel wrong. They make it a lot more strenuous work than it actually is supposed
Use
to
your
be.
legs. Use your
The
legs.
shovels, you're better off with the ones they have now. They're kind of angled, so you're not doing as much work on your back and your legs, blah, blah, blah. They have better things. And like you said, even snow blowers at this point. But I mean, I'm old school. I've never owned a snow blower. I am the snow blower.
Well,
Wow.
true story. I have a kiddie shovel because the adult shovel is too fucking big for me.
My grandbaby has one of those. I have a blue one, and she has a little blue one version. That's so cute. Oh, Joey. Oh.
I do. The big shovels are too big. I'm like, my Nana had
So
a
basically,
small
you
one.
might as well not help shovel, because you're not going to achieve much. She doesn't do any damage.
Yeah.
And I don't know how
I
it is there,
have
but here,
shoveled-
if we don't shovel like our sidewalk and somebody busts their ass, we're liable for that shit.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
For the mail and all that, you have to have a path
Yeah.
for them to walk up or drive up, whatever.
It has to be within a reasonable amount of time after it snows.
Oh boy,
And-
snow's a lot of work. I'm with Juji.
Well,
And as
If
a
the-
landlord, we were responsible for all the snow removal too by like a certain time. That was a pain in the ass.
if the snow's fluffy enough, I can take the leaf blower to it and go.
Yeah, then you just push it. You don't actually have to lift it.
If I get
toss it.
Snow doesn't
Yeah,
really
if
do
I
anything
get
anyway.
lucky, sometimes it's that fluffy snow, and you can and it's an electric. It takes a battery electric leaf blower, and just kind of blow yourself a path. If I'm lucky. Hate that big, wet, heavy snow though. You're not going to do that
I
with a
do
snow
too.
leaf blower.
That's to break your back. Look around and find out.
I hate shoveling. I can't tell. So where the front of my steps are, whoever created this when they built my house, great idea, but it's like it's slanted. It has these 3 huge big stones, like little cobblestones, and these humongous rocks, and they're death traps. Little, because when you're shoveling or it's icy, you can't see where they are. I can't tell you how many times I almost broke my fucking ass.
Oh, you get the lip of your shovel caught every time you got. Yeah, I feel you. That's
well, not even that. Like if it's icy or how sometimes it's just a light, you can't tell where the big rock is.
Oh shit!
And it's just a slight slope. So I actually would go out my basement door and just walk through the lawn. It was easier and less dangerous than trying to maneuver the slippery rocks that I was going to break my ass on. So,
Jeez.
and that was fun when my son had his surgery, and then I had sprained my ankle, which I'm like, oh, look at that. No more walking up 2 flights of stairs. Oh, fuck, I got to try to figure out how to get up these 3 rocks now.
Hey, when I lived in Worcester, and if you don't think about, well, Worcester is something how above sea level, I forget how far above sea level it is in most of the areas around it. But I lived in a house and you had to mow your lawn, your back, everything. In the front of the house, they had stairs that went up because the fucking front of the house had slants. The back of the house, there's a little bit of backyard, and it has a big ass slant. So I have to fucking mow all that shit. And luckily I have long arms. But you know how many times I would just slide down those hills with the fucking lawnmower and shit?
Wee!
That shit was a nuisance. I hated that shit.
Oh, but the first time was fun.
No.
Okay.
No. And you get grass stains. And I made the mistake one time of, I don't know why, because I had never really mowed grass that much in my life, of mowing the lawn with white sneakers on.
That weren't white anymore.
They clearly were not. No, they became a great kind of camouflage looking sneaker near the end, pretty much.
Yeah, now people pay for that stuff. You just hand them a lawnmower.
Well, no, people buy your used sneakers because they clean them up and resell them, because the sneaker game, depending on what they are, is a lot of money for some stupid reason.
Yeah, there's outfits out there that just take your old Jordans and they'll resole them and clean them up.
And they have to, because the thing about it, sneakers are not meant to sit on the shelf. They're meant to be worn. So amount of time, like all those old fucking sneakers they have that they'll in packaging and stuff, they can't take them out those packages and ever wear them, because as minute as you fucking take them out, you're gonna touch the back and see that all this shit is fucking just kind of crumbling away. It's just barely there. Sneakers are not meant to be fucking stored. They're meant to be fucking worn. So these people spend all this money for stupid shit. I worked the fucking sneaker convention, and I'm watching these people and shit, and I'm just like, yo, these kids are fucking relentless. Like the money they would spend it on sneakers, I was like, for a pair of sneakers? Like sneakers? Like really? They kill motherfuckers over sneakers? All right, I guess.
Well, Kanye West sneakers, aren't they a few $100s?
Shit, he has sneakers, I think they were like a couple thousand or some shit. Those stupid bubble looking ones. I don't know what the is.
What is that? What is that?
So all I know is I was a poor kid. I got 1 pair of sneakers for the school year, so you had to keep that shit looking right. So you don't know how to clean that shit. Change the laces, make them look right again. Yeah.
When I was growing up, I got a pair of shoes a year. And then there was sometimes a dressy pair, you know, for dressing up and going someplace with the parents.
Church.
When I was growing up, my mama bought me Bobos and was like, if you want them Pumas and them ponies, you know, exactly.
Get a job.
Exactly. That's exactly what I did. And I went out and bought my fucking suede Pumas and all them fucking sneakers back in the day. My Stan Smith Adidas.
Did you have Skechers, Rogue?
I had 1 pair of Skechers once.
I hope it was when you was a kid.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm talking about. When you're a kid,
it wasn't like but they were different. They weren't like the They got those weird ass things out now with like the bouncy Skechers and all that. Now these are just regular. They was like RoboCop sneakers. Actually, they're kind of dope.
They say once you start wearing Skechers at this point, then you're just pretty much admitting you're old.
Look, I got my own personal witch.
Hello, weird person. Welcome.
That's my friend Carrie. Don't say that. So that was Robin. Sorry, Carrie, that she's insulting you.
That's all right. I'm a real life habit, and I'm proud of it.
My witchy friend. We're going to Witch's Ball tomorrow.
That is so cool.
Came back from the Cabots.
Weird wasn't a pejorative. Weird was a compliment. It's hello fucking
I love it. I'm unique. I'm weird. I'm crazy. I am who I am. Take me or leave me, love me or hate me. I am who I am.
Yeah,
I love her.
You're gonna share pictures. Right place. Yeah, you guys take pictures.
You'll take pictures. Don't worry.
Gotta share them. This sounds awesome.
You're gonna go out the car to get water.
I'm just over here rolling a blunt.
Jiggy's just rolling a blunt.
Because no one ever roll them for me.
Because they don't like you.
Well, I understand why now. They got the signs all messed up. How are they supposed to find you?
GPS.
I know. I tried to get there.
I'll send smoke signals.
I guess.
They'll have a little robot device to do that for you eventually. Don't worry about it.
There you go.
So is it me?
It's very you. Very you.
Not bad. I'm loving the little
That's
extra
really
on
cool.
there.
Wow, I'm definitely fucking high.
Good.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
I was rolling the blunt as I'd already rolled the blunt in the roller.
Okay.
That's an awesome thing. Okay, what strain is that? I need to take notes again.
What I'm smoking?
Yeah, the stuff that
Actually,
yeah.
it's one of Smoke Kings. I don't know which one it is.
Oh my goodness.
I was really worried about Smoke King's crop, his forest,
Robin.
during the weather.
Robin. First of all, it's done because the season's over for growing here. And secondly, he's very sore about it because there was a lot of loss this year. So don't speak about it, okay?
I'm sorry, because we were talking about that because we were worried.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I know you would talk about throwing the storm, but you wouldn't. It's too cold here to have plants up; they would die instantly. Like it's our nights are getting colder and colder.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Hence why I'm wearing a hat and a hoodie and not a wife beater, Robin.
I get you.
Robin just wants to see you pack the pack of cigarettes.
I mean, I was dazzled. We're talking
on his bicep.
OG Jiggy was actually right. Now that's something.
I'm always right.
There you go.
Jiggy's higher than James Brown, says Jiggy.
Oh my goodness.
I'm always right. What I do?
Impressed.
You're
I'm
higher than
than
James Brown.
I ain't that high. I can never be as high as James Brown was. Like I know what James Brown did when he was high. Jiggy ain't never been that high. Okay, I've done psychedelics, DMT, mushrooms, weed. There was the peyote incident of '96, which is very, we don't talk a lot about it. But yeah, no, I ain't never been James Brown high.
What is DMT?
Diamethamphetamine.
Something.
Yeah, what's it do? I'm
it
stupid.
takes you far, far away.
Wait till Smoke King's here or Willie's here, and they'll give you a better description if I can give you a.
Yeah, because I've
I
hear about it, but I've never.
It takes you to a different world. Put it that way.
It sounds frightening, but
it's not frightening. It's not frightening at all.
Really?
Some people, it scares the shit out of some people. Some people get like all kinds of.
I'll tell you what's scary about it is that for me, and I've seen other people on it, so I think that they would probably describe this a little bit similar, is that you don't feel like you're breathing. Like at the first, when it first hit me, I did not feel like I was breathing. And I'm saying in my mind, like I'm freaking out, like, oh my God, I'm not breathing. But it's kind of like my own voice or some voice in my head that was just like, you're fine. Like, just relax. And once I relaxed, I was fine.
That's scary.
Yeah, especially if you're claustrophobic, that might worry you a little.
A poor man's ayahuasca. Okay. Drew J. Okay.
It's even I almost see too, you could almost say that DMT is just the quick version of psychedelics, of most psychedelics. You're having a 10-minute, maybe 15 if it stretches, experience, and it's once it begins, it almost feels like it's over. So that's the problem with like doing DMT too. That's why I did it one back to back, because the first time I did, I was like, damn, it's over already. It was just getting good. It's over. So I went back and did it.
Not like a solid acid trip that lasts for hours, and you just got to ride it out.
Well, and psychedelics are from nature. DMT is
matter of fact,
chemical, right?
Yeah, but believe it or not, our body makes DMT, small amounts of it.
We do.
So it's a chemically reproduction of
a natural substance that is existing in your body.
Okay, Stephen Ronan says DMT floods your body when you're dying. So that's why people see heaven and stuff and going toward the light and shit. It's DMT flooding.
It's the only experience I have that I've said that is very similar to what happened to me when my brain exploded. It was a very, very similar experience. That's why I wanted to do it twice. Because the first time I was like, whoa, like I've been here before, and I couldn't figure out like, where was I here before? And then it kind of made sense the second time.
Damn.
I wonder if you could trick your brain into dying if you took too much of it.
I don't know how you would take too much of it. Again, that's something you'd have to ask like experts, like someone like Willie Michael would know all about. He could tell you what it would take, I guess, to kill you possibly. But I guess, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, apparently some people do have like an ego death. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
Isn't that kind of the point of it sometimes, though?
Mm-hmm.
It's what made me stop eating meat. It absolutely did. I did mushrooms the very first time I did mushrooms, and then I came back and I did it a second time, and then I had a conversation with my grandbaby. We're in the car and we were talking about animals as we were seeing stuff on the side of the road, and she's like, "We love all animals, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, we do." I was like, damn, I feel like a hypocrite saying that to her while I actually eat meat. And it made me stop eating meat.
Oh, aw.
Is that so? What's an ego death? Ego death? Because I'm
It's
stupid.
exactly how it sounds. It sounds
Right.
like, you know, everybody had like, all right, it's a Freudian thing. You got to look into it, but like everybody's got an ego, and that's like their persona and who they think they are. Well, imagine that part of you dying.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
You're facing those parts of you. See,
okay.
I always had a misconception of what, or a misperception of what happens when people are on like mushrooms. I thought it was all just a giggly, happy, like, you know, I see in Alice in Wonderland type shit, where for me, that's the least part of it. Because there's a bunch of waves. I call them waves. I don't know if anybody's done mushrooms, understand what I'm referring to. It comes in waves. Like for me, the first wave always feels like I felt when I would be in a club at 3 o'clock in the morning and I've been drinking all fucking night, and I kind of have that, you know, I'm not hungover, but it's like, you know, you're going to pay for it the next day. That's when it starts to feel like to me. Then I get comfortable and I start to see things, and it gives me a whole different perception. And then it's usually near the end where I start to have like a really fun kind of time with it. Like I perceive things a little bit different, and the colors are popping, and I'm listening to music that's making the whole experience go great. So there's a bunch of different ways and stuff that happen. But I think the ego death it is, you're just facing things, your own fears, yourself, things that you don't really, that's the problem I think with people who do DMT as well, or do mushrooms, anything like that, who go into it with a fear. I think when you go into it with so any fear in your body, you're going to have fear. You're going to trip. You're going to have a bad trip, as they call it. I think if you're open to it, you're kind of eating right, even drinking some water, not anything fucked up, no liquor or anything before you do it. You're going to have a much more pure experience of just those mushrooms themselves. Where we do it, we smoke weed as we're doing it, but the weed isn't as effective at all as the fucking mushrooms are. They're just kind of something to go along with it.
Cool.
Yeah, your environment plays a role. The people you're with plays a role. Yeah.
Some people are assholes. It's like the worst time for someone to be an asshole to you. Like they can kind of play with you, but you know, there's only so much because you're in such a cool space that shit like that takes you out of that space. And that it's like I cannot use my cell phone when I'm on mushrooms. I cannot. I've tried to text. I just
I can't even read the damn thing.
Exactly. I don't even bother. Like, don't text me when I'm on mushrooms because you're not gonna get an answer. I have to have Siri play music and shit for me, and she, you know, luckily she exists because I couldn't even do that. I'd be trying to play music like, oh, my hands don't work. I've enjoyed my experiences though; they were great. They were nothing like I thought they would be growing up. If you would have told younger Jiggy that older Jiggy in his fucking late 40s was fucking doing psychedelics, he'd have been like, yeah, okay, whatever. Stop lying. Lies. Shit, if you'd have told
right,
young
guys,
people
I'm
that
gonna-
I was smoking weed, shit, he'd have said lies.
Chili's
So
got
I'm
company.
gonna jump off because my friend's back now.
All right, have fun.
Well, have a
Take it
great
easy.
time, you guys. Good to meet you, friend.
Enjoy your witch's ball.
Nice to meet you all. Thank you.
Yes, we're off to the witch's ball tomorrow. It should be fantastic.
Okay, pictures.
Have
I will
fun.
take
Dance right
pictures.
away.
We're gonna be goddesses.
Make sure
There's
you do the Macarena.
Awesome, even better.
I'm not doing the Macarena. All right.
Bye, sweetheart.
I'll be dancing, just not the Macarena. Just saying.
I'm so excited for you to have
Do the Running
fun.
Man.
Happy Halloween.
Running Man. Yep. I'll have to have the flats on for that though. No heels for the Running
You
Man.
must have to
but
kid and play.
I can do it. I used to be able to do the kid and play dance. Kid you not. And
Okay.
quick funny story. One of my friends made me learn how to do it, and she was left-handed, so we always had to start with the left foot. I'm a righty. I'm like, dude, I'm already
Doesn't
trying
make
here,
sense.
and now I got to do it in reverse. Just saying.
So she knows it forwards and backwards.
Well, no, just like when you tapped, like you had to tap with her. She wanted to go lead with her left, and I'm a righty. I want to lead with my right. Just whatever.
That's funny. I'm a lefty, but I do the dance on my right because I guess that's the way I saw it, so I emulated what I saw.
Yep, she was left-handed, so she made me learn it left-handed. But I still did it, and I rocked it. Don't know if I
Yay,
I'm not
you.
in good shape as I was back then.
We
But
got to
anyways.
see that on video one day. We got to prove it.
I know you guys are going to have to try it
Go,
again.
Jelly. Go,
Rogue said he's
Well,
going to do some
yeah.
break dancing for us and do some floor work.
Oh yeah, I can still spin on my back if I have to. Bang out a windmill.
There you go.
Really? I want video of that.
Me too.
I tried the dolphin dive in the early 2000s. It didn't end well. I mean, I did it, but it hurt. My body did not like that shit at all. I was like, don't do that again. I was like, I won't. I'm sorry.
It should be fun. Wish me luck getting in and out of Salem. Just saying.
Good luck, sweetheart.
Good luck.
Say hi to all the
Okay.
Salem celebrities.
May the force be
safe.
with you.
I will.
All the
Bye,
celebrities
guys.
there. Tell them Jiggy said hi.
See you.
I will
Bye.
tell him Jiggy. So I'll probably still be in the chat for a little bit. Bye, all.
Bye. See you.
Peace out. Yeah, Salem's a fucking zoo. I can even imagine what it looks like.
Are you guys expecting any more weather?
Well, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but Sunday's supposed to be fine.
Is it? Good.
Yeah, so we'll be good.
God, you guys deserve a break.
It's funny, the guy, our power, the people who provide power, one of them is Eversource. And the head of Eversource is on the news talking about, don't worry about it. We're not going to let Halloween be canceled. Everybody will have power for Halloween. I was like, shit, you think these kids who haven't properly celebrated Halloween in like 2 years, is it almost, aren't going to fucking, even if there wasn't no power, them motherfuckers have been going out by candlelight. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, God, yeah.
A power outage would make it even that. Actually, that would, as a kid, I would think that would make Halloween even much more fun. There's no power. That should make it dope. Only thing I don't like, I'm gonna tell you, this is one thing I don't like, and I see a lot of these videos that get made. Scare adults, but don't scare children. I don't like that.
Don't make them cry.
You just shouldn't scare somebody else. You shouldn't scare kids. Period. Man, you start to get this fear in them of things that they should not be afraid of because it's not even on their. It shouldn't even be on their radar. You know, and I think for adults, scare the fuck out of adults, but don't scare kids. Like I don't like that. When you see babies cry and really freak out from masks and stuff, and the adults all think that shit's funny. You think it's funny, but look
they
at
whip out their phones and
record that shit. That's what I'm saying.
Them kids don't realize it's not real. That's the word. You know, if they could,
to them, it's scary as shit.
They don't realize it's fake. If they understand it's fake, that's an entirely different story.
It's not even that.
Go to sleep at night now.
Thank you. See, 6 drops. So my grandbaby's 6 years old, and I taught not too long ago that her mother let her watch The Conjuring and all this type of stuff, and she thought it was funny and understand it's not real, but she has nightmares now, because you put something in her mind that even though it's not real to her, she still knows that people fear this. And so now she has developed a fear of something that wasn't even on her fucking radar. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you just leave kids alone with that type of shit. I don't like it. I mean, I can't speak for everybody's kids and stuff. Just me personally, when I see it, I don't like to see kids cry with fear like that. Because you can see it in their eyes. It's like they're scared.
They're in distress. Yeah.
Well, thank the Brothers Grimm for all that shit. They started
those
shit.
twisted.
I mean, because you gotta figure most little kids, they think the world's still magical. You throw that shit at them, they think that, you know what I mean? Why would you want to introduce that to them? You know
Let them believe in the magic. Let them believe.
Exactly.
And happy.
You'll figure out how fucked up it is when they get older. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I know. Let them be
Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy.
You're a kid for such a short time. You're old way longer than you are a kid. You know, dang, it's a time for them to feel safe and not be scared and
I was a Tooth Fairy ninja, man, sliding teeth out and putting money in under a pillow.
Hey, Robin, real quick. Is my mother coming on with you Sunday?
No, I don't know.
Here's a cool Halloween story that I'll let you ask her about. Let her tell it. Ask her about the scarecrow and my father on Halloween, and she'll tell you a funny ass story.
Okay. The scarecrow and your dad. Okay, if I 6 drops, if I forget, remind me. And I'm gonna ask your mom.
All kinds of notes here.
She's coming on with us. And I would guarantee you she's gonna come in costume. I would guarantee she is so fucking creative. She does every damn thing, and with such energy. I'll bet you she has stuff for costumes. She has everything. She does everything. I'm gonna bring it up to her because she has shows all the time.
Yep.
Bless her heart. And it's yeah.
You old biddies will have fun.
I've had fun with your mom. Yeah. Okay. In fact, I'm gonna message her and say, Yo, you showing up for the Halloween con?
And when you message her, remind her about their story.
Okay, your dad and the scarecrow.
Yep.
Okay.
Gee, that's like in 12 hours, ain't it?
No, it's not. No, she said I think it's Wednesday or
Wait,
something.
when is
Sunday.
it?
Sunday is like, oh, it is
Sunday.
Sunday. I said Sunday.
It's
You
on
said
Halloween. It's on Halloween.
Didn't I ask her that? Didn't she say no when I asked her that? I just want to make sure I'm not crazy.
You didn't ask me that.
Oh,
You're
it's
crazy.
still Saturday. Okay, it's still all right. It just turned Saturday. Okay.
I said, Robin, is my mother coming on Sunday? You said no.
Meaning, she didn't tell me she was coming on because people have let me know they're
All right,
going to be showing.
but you have. I know you had a schedule. Never mind, Robin. You're so confusing.
I'm going to throw the invitation out far and wide, and we might have to rotate people. Boy, in my dreams, we'll probably have 3 people watching. But anyway, when I said no, I meant I didn't schedule her because there's no particular schedule. But I'm gonna reach out and ask her. And
right, so whenever, okay, whenever you have her.
If you ask me that question again sometime soon, I'll say yes. Okay. Okay. All right.
Good Lord. You like the Pythagorean theory and shit to get some information out. You can't just be fucking simple on
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
What you
That
say?
explains everything. What is that, 6 drops? Is that your pajama bottoms?
I don't wear pants. I wore leggings, and that's Jack Skellington.
I
leggings.
know that
They're crooked because I never sit still. But yeah,
those are great. Oh my God! Happy Halloween.
Well, you're an asshole because I'm sitting here like I want to get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
This is not my costume.
I missed it when you disrobed.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't on camera for that, dear. I'm sorry.
I
just looked over there and saw that.
Ready to throw at him or nothing.
Well, hell, do it again, Rogue.
I got warm. I got warm. I'm sorry, dude.
It's the company, isn't it? Huh?
Are you sure you're still not, cool enough?
This is why I come here.
So there.
Keep it up, 6 drops. We may witness the cooling off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dang.
You got plenty of Bitcoin to throw at Rogue. I personally, I don't think I've got some geo mining over here, but what I have, I think would just be an insult. So, Robin, what do you say? You're already in the hole for like 2 mil from Jiggy, so
I have no words. I can't afford to say anything at this rate.
I mean, you can throw money at me when we start dancing. You can throw money at me when we start earning, right?
Woohoo! And where's Jiggy's soundboard when we need it?
I know. Where did he say he was going?
I think he's going to get him a delicious, refreshing beverage.
So it was funny when I first got out of high school. Me and my buddy Nick got Resdom. He talked me into like jumping out of cakes at a fucking bachelorette parties and shit.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good
Me
time.
so horny, me love you long time.
Jiggy's back.
So you got a signature little dance move when you come popping out of the cake and everything?
I mean, honestly, most of the time I was pretty drunk, and whatever was, whatever the music was on, that's the type of mood they were in.
Did you use the Chippendales thing where you oiled up?
I could have not had to come back to hear
there
this.
were some secrets. There's some secrets.
Your bare torso, where boy, Chippendales guys, they oiled mineral oil or something, and they glistened.
Hold up, Rogue. Yeah. Hold up. All I'm saying is,
thank God he's
you
back.
need to set up a buy me a cup of coffee or something. So every time you fucking come tank top, Robin got to send you some dough.
I'm
walking away. All I hear is Robin like, "Oh, when did you just robe?"
Yeah, that was a little unfair. It was the 2 of us against him. Poor little guy.
I know you're picking on me, and
we did not mind our manners.
About her backhoe or her whatever she was talking about.
Who's a hoe?
Ladies, you are very tame compared to most of them I'm used to dealing with. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
She was talking about her back pussy. What?
Oh, I don't know. Some sort of equipment she had available in case she needed it. I can't remember what she
Oh
called
no,
it.
I don't. The condo people had a backhoe to move them boulders.
No, you mentioned something else that you had. It was a different word. Never mind.
She was talking about some other kind of hoe.
Oh, you mean the handcuffs? No. Wait. Who said handcuffs? You got handcuffs.
I don't have handcuffs anymore. Yeah, I do. What? Not anymore.
See?
I got
Did you used to?
I still have my duty fucking handcuffs, the stuff I use for
They'll
work.
work. They'll work.
But no, we was actually asking Ro about popping out of a nice cake.
I can't lie. I think that's like. I think
What
that's
flavor was it?
sexy shit though, but not like you go home and your girl's fucking this big ass cake in the middle of the room and she pops out of it and the music, and I think that's some sexy shit, but not for a crowd of people. That kind of takes away the ambiance of it. You know what I mean?
It was fun. It was a good time. I did it for like a year, and that was enough. That was enough.
Oh, you were popping out of cakes for women?
Mm-hmm.
That's a bucket list thing.
Okay, to what music? To what music?
Wait, y'all know that Rogue's giving happy endings before. I'm just gonna let y'all know that, okay?
Oh yeah, I don't even want to. Oh boy, I don't even want to.
Probably no shortage of that.
Robin, have you ever had a guy jump out of a cake for you?
No.
Me neither. Me neither. I need to have that on my bucket list.
I feel like it's a lost art.
Somebody get Chandler and pump him in a cake.
I did the cake thing a couple times. Lots of times we did like the fake cop. Like ladies are gonna have to keep it down and then start stripping. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I've seen that, on YouTube and stuff. But never had that
YouTube,
either.
yeah, Robin.
Never had that. Did you Six Drops ever have somebody strip in front of you?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, it was good times. We had to report to the office in Atlantic City. That's where we did most of our work. Atlantic City. Good times.
Well,
I don't know if I'd want all that, but I think it would be fun to have a dude jump out of a cake for me.
CW, get on that.
Chanter will do that? CW Chanter? You think he'd jump out of a cake for me?
Oh, he would jump out of a cake.
That'd be kind of cool. What, you don't think that's a good idea, Robin?
No.
Uh-oh.
Would you want
Some love is meant to be. She does want to see it. She wants CW. She wants a CW cake.
I wonder what flavor that would be.
You know, Robin, your perception of beauty is for everyone.
Dirt, compost flavor. I don't know. What flavor do you think, Jiggy?
Well, there went that bucket list item.
I was gonna say, I don't know. CW's kind of as much as he thinks he's spicy, he's kind of vanilla to me. So he'd be a not like the fucking angel. What is the angel? What's that? Angel cake? Like the real bland one? Not that. He'd be more like a vanilla cake.
Oh, like yellow cake?
Yeah.
Yellow pound cake.
Or a biscuit
and
cake.
And I'm sorry, CW, because that might sound kind of racist because you are half Latin, so I'm not calling you like anything. He is Puerto Rican, half of him.
Yeah, a Puerto Rican Jewish guy.
But he is kind of vanilla.
I was wondering if he was Jewish, but I didn't want to offend anybody. Is he?
See, like me, I wouldn't be dark chocolate cake. I wouldn't be like devil's cake. I'd be more like
that's what he doesn't have weekend shows. You notice?
He does sometimes. It depends.
Not on Saturday.
He has occasionally. He just
Not
doesn't do
on
it.
Occasionally.
Occasionally he has. He just doesn't do it all the time.
Most of the time he's observant. Yeah.
I did do one thing on my bucket list just this week. You guys are never going to believe it.
Oh yeah, what was it?
I had a bunch of garbage to take out, so I had these black garbage bags, and I strapped them all together so it looked like I was getting rid of a corpse. And I was half tempted to have my mom hold a camera as I dragged it out of the. Again, it's a condominium. I live in a condominium, so there's more that it isn't like my own yard, and there's a dumpster. And I dragged it slowly. Yeah, and I dragged it slowly out of my gate. Across the parking lot, like it was real heavy. It was.
You just want the police to come fuck with you, like you just looking for a reason to.
I just, because
I think you just want to get searched.
And then I kind of dropped it, and then I gave it a swift kick and a couple jabs in the middle of the parking lot, and then I dragged it the rest of the way and heaved it over, and then it was real light. So when it
There
went
wasn't
over
nobody
into the,
paying you no fucking attention.
and my mom's just sitting there watching me, just shaking her head. And when it finally landed to the dumpster, I made a boom. I kicked the dumpster, so it made it sound like it made a big heavy.
And nobody but your mama saw it.
I hope not. It was just something I wanted to.
You don't know who might have been behind the blinds. You know, one of your
Yeah,
neighbors.
the cops would have already been knocking on her fucking door.
I know exactly.
They would have already been at her door.
I think.
Well, they would have been dumping it. They'd have hopped the dumpster to make sure there wasn't a body.
Right, and there's a car, the van parked outside your condo. That's a surveillance crew. They're gathering intel on you.
Guest number, whatever, who's watching right now is probably fucking from your local, the Ohio Police Department and shit. Watching the stream.
How fun those 6 drops.
Just to toy with people's heads.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Did you check said dumpster before you dumped it in there? Because what if you actually dumped that shit and some shit got found in there, and then you see that's how you fuck up.
Right.
What if there was already a body
real
in
body
there?
in there? Yeah. Hey. 3 hots and a cot, I guess.
They happen to use the same fucking garbage bag that you did and shit from the same
I'm
store.
one hell of a. Hey, I'd be giving out free prison tattoos. I'm a pretty good little artist occasionally. I'm not
I love how you already picked out what you're going to be doing in jail.
Yeah,
I'm just going to be doing tattoos. I'm glad you think it'll be that easy.
Right, she knows exactly what she wants from the commissary.
Yeah, you know.
We'll put money on your books.
Yeah, I'm saying, who's put money in the commissary? You better know somebody. That's
Yeah.
quite like fit, yo. That's what I'm
CW
saying. You
better
get
write
locked
me
up,
while
you
I'm
find
in
out
the
who's your
pen,
friend
man.
quick.
Yeah. CW better write me when I'm in the pen, man. That's all I'm saying.
He better represent you.
That's right. You better be sending me some smokes while I'm in there.
There is nothing crazier than bailing high profile people out with cash. That is some shit.
Well, you pay the bail bondsman cash, and then he does it.
Yeah.
You don't show up to the jail or anything with cash. You pay the bail bondsman.
That is not 100% accurate at all.
And I'm not a very big
I've
lawyer,
literally
so-
been inside of the jail to pay a high price bond before for a high price inmate. There was no middle person anywhere. That shit went
Oh
on.
well,
The
powerful
jail.
people can do any fucking thing. Yeah.
And I'm not kidding anybody. I'm end up to be someone's bitch. I'm not that big. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh,
end up being
I'd
someone's
probably.
bitch.
I'm so old. I'd probably just be the cook. Nobody want to make me their bitch.
Just stick somebody your first day, you'll be fine.
Really? Who's
Oh,
the
I
biggest,
know.
baddest motherfucker here?
Robin gonna have that black voice you've been practicing. I said back the fuck up, bitch.
There you go.
Don't let my size fool you. I'm an OG up in this piece.
No, I would say, can I make you a casserole, sweetheart? Come sit down.
Yeah, Robin's gonna be making prison casseroles and shit. Fucking ramen noodles and tuna fish.
Throw them raisins in there or I'm out.
Oh no. Oh.
You disgust me.
That is the whitest shit ever.
You racist.
Go to any black person's house with
Why
some
don't you
potato
call me
salad,
anti-cracker?
anything, with some fucking raisins in your shit and watch what happens. Good luck.
No, yeah, like
As
raisins and
opposed to
walnuts and shit.
anti-Christ?
Like, get out of here. What is this? This is crazy. Raisins and walnuts. Get the fuck out of here.
You'll sit there and eat that till it's gone.
I can assure you.
You finish
Robin,
that. What's on your plate?
I'll go hungry.
Ain't
Thank
nobody
you.
eating that shit. Exactly. Ain't nobody eating that. You'll be the only one eating it. Like, well, that's more for me. Yeah, motherfucker, that's all for you. It's like, good
I
luck.
don't eat that shit.
So why do you think anybody else would want it?
Rogue brought it up.
What the fuck did I bring up?
That Robin
Yeah,
makes
Rogue-
nasty ass
wink,
potato
wink,
salad.
wink.
Robin don't even peel the potatoes and shit. Oh no, it's German potato salad.
Oh, I never liked
German
that.
potato salad is warm. It's gross.
I never
I've
liked
heard
either.
people who don't peel the potatoes. That's what they used to call it. They were just a lazy person's way of saying some bullshit for it. They gave it a name.
Well, if you use white roast potatoes and the red skin potatoes, sometimes leaving the peel on is okay because they're very delicate peelings. So it's okay to, but russets and those other big ass, but no, you take the peel off those things.
No potatoes and green beans. Little red, them little red potatoes and green beans.
I've never done that.
Oh, it's not bad. They're like
I don't mind beets.
green
I
beans.
love
Green beans and the little red potatoes. Not bad. I'm surprised you've never had them, Jiggy. That's kind of a.
I've never had them, never made them, never had.
Must be an Ohio thing. I don't know.
But I do like to use those eeny weeny little fingerling potatoes, the reds and whites. You throw them whole into like a good like a soup, a stew. I love having little teeny potatoes floating around in there with the skins on. Okay, I'm done. Drew J says, "Don't do the tossed salad. Stop that, Drew J."
I don't mind
Do you
a tossed
know? You know what a tossed salad is, Robin?
I've been educated.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Apparently you do, Robin. You've tossed some salads before.
Well, I think you did that on a show.
Not very many people of your generation knows what that is.
I didn't
She
know
learned it
what
here.
it was.
She learned-
I
yeah, she
learned
learned
it
it
here.
See, there
You
you
know,
go.
This is
The
an
more
education.
you know.
It's like playing Jeopardy, where you know all the answers, or you're learning them.
I
Hey,
was
some days I
told
kill it,
about
some days
the-
I can't get one right.
I learned about snow thunder. I learned about snow lightning. I wrote that stuff down so I can check it out later online.
I know.
I didn't know that stuff even existed.
I never heard of that before.
Me either, and I'm up in Ohio. I figured,
You're up in there.
Yeah, I've never heard
But
of
you
it.
ain't in New England.
See, yeah, that's up, way over my head. They're
New England.
I'm down in like
bougie.
Ohio Valley stuff.
That's Los Angeles. Like, yeah, that's not bougie. Fuck out of here.
Oh,
That's a
Los
whole
Angeles is
different world.
largely a toilet.
You think Massachusetts and New England isn't? Okay.
Yeah, but New
Yikes.
England, that sounds so elegant. New England.
I know, right?
New England with your little pinky extended.
Every time I hear that.
What is New England technically? It's like a bunch of different states, isn't it?
So it's Vermont,
It's
Maine.
way up in there.
You gonna let me explain? No. It's
east
Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island.
Okay.
New York?
No, New York,
not
New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania, the tri-state area.
I'll be darned. See, learn some more new stuff.
Yeah, I know. Boy, this is better than Mr. Rogers for being informative and teachy.
I often wonder why they called them the New England Patriots and not like the Boston Patriots. I never understood that when I was coming
Well,
up.
yeah, they were originally the Boston. What were they? Boston Braves or something? No, the Boston Braves were the Red Sox. I forgot what they originally were, but they were the Boston something. It just became a New England thing because all the teams were pretty much housed here. So they kind of shared the wealth because they were New England states anyway. So you'll get people like Connecticut, which is right next to New York, where it's a split. You'll get some people who are New England fans and Red Sox fans, and you'll get some who are all New York team fans.
Who's playing Monday?
Who's playing Monday? What sport?
Football. Isn't there Monday football?
Yeah, I don't know who's playing Monday night. I'd have to look.
Don't bother. I was just curious if anyone knew off the top of their head.
No, I'll take a second to look up. I got to get to the Sunday games first. Shit.
I didn't know, so I can't blame you.
Shit's not even showing me playing Monday.
Sorry about that.
Maybe not being I may be too early to jump the gun. I just knew they were starting pretty soon.
Yeah, no, they'll have a Monday game. I just don't know who it is. It's not showing on my thing whose Monday game is. Who knows?
We'll find out soon enough.
Wait, is it Kansas City and somebody maybe? I don't know. Might be Kansas City and the Vikings maybe. I don't know.
I've been fighting with my connection. When I had more than one window open this evening, I started roboting out, and I'm like, ooh, screw it. I can't even talk to the people on YouTube.
It's so funny that sports fans, you guys don't even care what's going on, who it is, where they're playing. You're just going to watch because you're a sports fan.
Well, it's entertaining.
I think it's a little bit more calculated than you think, Robin. I think you're simplifying. I mean, there are some people who just watch anything.
That's what I'm hearing now, and that's what Oh,
But
most
then,
of the
but then
people I
you
know.
heard it wrong because even me, I'm a sports fan. I love football, but I don't know who's playing Monday. If Monday comes, I may or may not watch the game if I have a vested interest in one of the teams or both teams playing.
Yep.
It's not a
That's about
guarantee
right.
I'm going to watch it. If I knew the Patriots were playing, then I'd absolutely would watch it.
Okay, you don't have to make excuses and shit, honey.
Not excuses. I'm explaining something to
You
you.
don't
Okay?
have to explain. You don't have to explain. It's all right.
Oh, you just think that we just do whatever, whenever. That's not how it works, baby. Okay, some of us are true sports fans. We love our teams. Okay, we support our favorite teams. Okay, there's a fucking calculated thing here.
New York and Kansas City.
Ooh, interesting game.
Oh,
Giants and Kansas City.
That sounds like an interesting
What's
game.
the other name? Kansas City and what?
The Giants and
New York.
Chiefs.
The Giants. It didn't they used to be the LA Giants
No.
once?
No.
No.
Oh,
the
I'm
Giants have
thinking-
always been New York.
Okay,
So it's
I'm
all like I
thinking
remember.
of the Rams.
Yeah,
The
you have
Rams.
the
The Rams are in
Rams,
LA.
Raiders, who are now in
The Raiders. God, yeah. Boy, you
The
just
Rams went to
did.
St. Louis, and now they're back in LA.
Niners.
I'll be
No, the
damned.
Niners have always been in San Francisco.
Yep.
I think they're the only team that's consistently been them and the Chargers. Yeah, the Chargers too. They're the only two LA teams that have consistently been there.
Boy, I'll bet it frustrates the people who all collect the merch, all the branded stuff.
Oh yeah, it's just like you get a new player, you got to get a new jersey. Your old jerseys don't work anymore.
That's not true. That's
Hey,
not true
has
at
he-
all. It depends on, in a sense, whose jersey you have too, because a lot of people will keep like a Brady jersey. I'm not a Brady fan anymore, but I
Oh
love
yeah, but
Oh,
like,
and
I have
a
like I got like a
collector's item.
McNabb jersey. Like you can't rock a McNabb jersey anymore. You know what I mean?
You can if you, I mean, you
no
can if you're a diehard
status.
fan.
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns, but who would wear one of those?
No, like,
Nobody.
Everybody
See?
thinks McNabb. We think of the one that lost us the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So you can't rock that shit.
Well, no, yeah, I get, yeah.
Here I am in Ohio. Yeah.
But like, I got a Randall jersey that I'll rock all day. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Randall Cunningham.
Well, rock that thing then.
Yeah, Robin.
Is that the Philadelphia?
I got a Randall and I got a Reggie White. They're my two throwbacks. I love them both.
Nice.
Do you wear them a lot, or are they mounted on the wall behind glass?
No, they're not mounted on a wall behind glass. I don't wear them that often either.
Okay. Preserve them. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that, and I got a Bo Jackson. That's my favorite one. Bo Jackson's my favorite jersey.
Bo can do everything.
I got his poster on my wall. That I do have framed in glass though. The one says like
Every time
the ball player joint with the
Yeah.
He's got like shoulder pads and a baseball bat. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, he's the baseball bat's like over his shoulders, right, or
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Every time I hear that
greatest
name,
two-sport athlete ever.
I keep thinking of that stupid horse cartoon. A Horseman Jack Bo. That just never mind. Every time I hear that dude's name, I think, you know what I'm talking about? It's the cartoon with the dude with the horse head.
No.
Never mind.
Isn't it called Bojack or something?
I can't remember. But that's every time I think of his name, I think of that horse cartoon, and I know I got him confused.
6 drops. Did you cut your bangs?
I did. I had to cut me a seeing hole.
You had to look out. You had to see. Yeah. Yeah. That's cute.
Oh, glad you like it. I just had to cut me a seeing hole.
But I noticed it right away, and I thought, should I say anything?
Yo, Ro, women notice the craziest shit. Hey, Ro,
I know.
did you line up today?
Yeah, then they get mad when like you didn't notice I cut my hair. Like,
Are you
what?
left-handed or right-handed? Yeah.
Nice stash, Rogue.
Women always notice that shit.
Oh, I need a haircut bad.
Well,
Actually,
of course
I need a
we do.
haircut.
I walked into a friend's house one time and went into the kitchen, because, you gather in the kitchen when you're getting food. And I said, "Oh, you got a new faucet." And he said, "Only Robin would have noticed that."
Because you nosy, motherfucker. That's why.
No,
That's some nosy shit.
I'm,
That means you scan every room you're in.
hey, survival, man.
Oh my God, you have a new toilet paper dispenser in the bathroom. That is awesome. What? How the fuck did you know that? You must shit on.
I've noticed stuff like that too. And
That reminds me.
Like I'll notice if somebody rearranges a room or like redoes
Oh
a room
my
totally.
God.
I'm not noticing little like little shit like that. I don't know.
I'm saying I've had girlfriends who got haircuts and I didn't notice, and they're like, "You didn't notice I got my haircut?" I was like,
I never
"Oh."
understood that though, because like they take a couple inches off, the shit still looks the same to me.
Exactly. It's like
It doesn't look the same. It changes the whole thing when you take a couple of inches off. You know it.
No,
Dang.
I'll notice if you had long hair the day before and now you have like a red
Holly
Berry
joint or something. Yeah,
buzz,
then I'll notice the difference.
Yeah, long hair to a mohawk. Of course, that's noticeable. What you got there?
Googly eyes.
Googly eyes.
I've been making a video all around the house. And my mom's there. She's 79 years old. I have been adding every day new set of googly eyes on shit all around the house. There is one on the sprayer in the kitchen. There is, and she hasn't noticed. There's one where she combs her hair in the mirror, and there's like fish behind on the wall in the mirror in the bathroom, and each one has a googly eye. Hasn't noticed. I have googly eyes, and I keep adding one. And that reminds me, after this thing, I got to add another set each day. And I've been waiting and patiently waiting. The cookie jar, the big crucifix, Jesus has googly eyes. I have been waiting and waiting. I'm running out of ideas, yo. I mean, give me some ideas.
Okay.
The night light. It's it's one that when you turn off the light, you turn it back. It's got an eye, and so that's its nose. Googly eyes. I am running dry.
Okay. In the fridge, put googly eyes on the pickle jar. Mayonnaise.
On the food. I
on
haven't
the
gone
food
there yet.
on your containers. Put googly eyes, looking at her when she opens the door.
I've done the magnets on the fridge, though.
Yeah, I was going to say rearranging magnets to a face.
You ever stop to thinking maybe she noticed, but she's used to your antics and she's just going to fuck with you?
I think I'm waiting for her to say something.
It's a battle of wills. I think it's a battle of wills.
She says, but she kind of does notice, like you notice the bangs. She's one that always notices stuff.
Yeah,
and I've been waiting, and
no, it's a standoff.
Yep.
Keep doing it, until she has to say something. Yeah, do everything in the fridge.
You really think I should?
Yes. If you have a milk carton, if you have your pickles, if you have yogurt, whatever you have in there, put googly eyes on it.
Yeah, it doesn't bring a Sharpie with you and add a little, like a smile and like a little nose.
Mustache.
Put some in the car.
Dozen eggs.
In the car.
In the car.
I could put little scaredy. I ain't gonna mess with the car, but I could put little scaredy faces on each of the eggs. Like.
Oh, how cute! 6 drops.
But I've been and then it's non-acid free. They're acid free little, adhesive, so it's not permanent. Yeah. I do admit I did super glue the ones on the sprayer. That's on the on the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
But I got to replace that anyway. It's really a piece of crap. So I was going to replace.
Yeah, go to the dollar store.
No, well, I was going to Menards across the street in the hardware and getting a new setup for the sink.
Easy.
But
make sure you do it so Robin can notice it.
She doesn't have
everything
to put
else
forth any effort.
So I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and she hasn't been saying anything. And I've just been waiting to see how far it goes.
Oh, how cool! How cool! Keep us updated.
I was thinking, I've been making a TikTok video for it, and I figured if she noticed and says, I might even just make a scoreboard, like, me, 0, her, and when she finally noticed, because I'm not done making the video because I'm still adding stuff. But if she discovers it, I can actually give her a check or something,
Make sure you that TikTok sound. What's it? The one that's like, they're gonna know. They're gonna know. You ever hear people use that one? Use that one.
They're never gonna know.
Yep,
Girl, they're gonna know. They'll never know.
That one will be hilarious.
Yeah.
So it'll work out.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. I'll have to find it. Someone will find
They're easy. They're easy to find.
Yeah, they're very popular.
When you go down to the sounds, and you just go in sounds and do searches, you'll find them very easy. That's how I find them when I use them every now and then.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Oh, no.
Oh no! Oh no!
No,
Oh, don't
yeah.
turn off.
Boom.
TikTok has ruined my mind. Yes,
It's ruining everybody's minds.
yes.
Mm,
AIDS.
Whatever. I'm going to bed, kids. I gotta go eat something.
Yep.
All
Manja,
right, brother.
manja. It was nice seeing y'all
It's
again.
been fun. We'll do this again sometime.
Nice seeing
Good
y'all
night,
again.
everybody.
If I don't see you for Halloween, everyone have a
Oh yeah.
Scaroween.
Yeah, my
I
little man
should-
Slimer this year.
Oh.
Slimer from the Ghostbusters is gonna be funny as hell.
I'm dressing up.
Sweet.
You'll see. Maybe you'll see later who I have to be.
I know who
Sweet.
you're going to be.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
There's
This
no way
other
you know.
kid.
I know you don't know.
Shall I say it?
Go ahead.
No, don't spoil it.
No, let her try. Go ahead. I know she doesn't know.
Oh, she wants going to guess. Give it a guess.
Go ahead,
You're going
Robert.
to be Grogu.
Who?
I don't know what that is. So
Oh, Baby Yoda? No, I'm not going to be Baby Yoda.
Okay, so I was wrong.
I know you were wrong.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Good night,
The
everybody.
plot
Dun,
thickens.
dun, dun,
Good night,
dun,
Rose.
dun, dun. I love every damn one
Oh,
of you,
shut up.
mostly. Fuck you. Say bye.
And as we come to an end, folks, on this Halloween, prepare for spookiness. Prepare for ghosts and goblins and ghouls. Trust no one, for behind the mask, there is the man. Until I see you on the other side of all this spookiness, be well, my friends. Scare on. Scare on.
You may be leaving for now, but the nightmares will return. Hey, how dare you use that word? It's time to go trick-or-treating.
You scared yet? Are you scared yet? Shit is long, huh? Play. This is the beginning of the Groundhog Day for me. You like ASMR for somebody. Spooky version. The ghoulish version. The goblin version. The Halloween version. Why are there two people even listening to this? Scaring you?
I will find you.